What up, Mike? Fuck.
Yeah, I'm bad. What's that noise?
I thought that was your shit. That's not your phone?
No.
I
Hold
know
on.
that. It's not my phone.
It's my stupid ass speakers. Hold on. What's going on with y'all? Everyone texting me for. Oh my fucking god. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can you still hear that noise?
Yeah. I don't hear it.
You say you still hear it?
No, I don't hear it.
All right. Shut up. Hey yo,
Yo.
I don't know what's going on with this shit. I'm just gonna try using my phone
Okay.
until I fix this. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you still hear that sound?
No.
I can still fucking hear it. That's the thing.
What's the sound? What do you? I don't
I,
hear
I
it.
honestly don't even know. That's the thing. I'm trying to restart my laptop right now.
I don't hear the sound. Whatever sound it is. Though. What does it sound like?
It's like muffling and shit like that. That's what's okay. I don't hear it now. So
Oh, my AC is on. It maybe that's what it is.
no, it's coming from. It's literally coming from me. It's not you.
Oh,
'Cause it was something with my speakers and stuff too. So, but yeah, once I restart my laptop and email my notes to myself, then I want to come back to the laptop and shit. But how y'all doing today?
chilling.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Sam said you saw Top Gun yesterday.
That's
How
right.
was it? It was amazing. That's what's up.
It's coming on streaming next week.
DJ Tim said waiting to Excel soundtrack or the Boomerang soundtrack. I'm gonna have to go with waiting to Excel, honestly.
Yeah, that one was great.
I gotta be listening to the Boomerang soundtrack. Hmm. Then y'all be on that bullshit. I swear to God. Hmm. Q said, "What is your top five MJ albums?" It's when we already said this, but
We already talked about that. Stop asking the same shit.
who's ready for the collection video tomorrow or later on today?
Yep. Just about.
Yeah. I was thinking about bringing all my albums out. That way, I won't have to leave some behind.
That would be nice.
Yeah, because I know the last two CD collections, I always find some albums. I always thought I showed y'all, but I didn't.
Right.
You said top five Outkast albums.
What is this? A countdown now? Yeah, what we doing here? What was wrong with the Elvis movie? I didn't watch it.
Okay, Sam said Top Gun was better than Elvis and shit.
Sam don't like nothing. Don't pay him no mind.
Hell, I don't even like Top Gun.
You don't like Top Gun?
Okay, I don't hear the sound like that no more.
Okay.
Mike, what's good? Yeah, Mike's gonna make his first collections debuts later on today.
Dope. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm trying to at least be done at least by midnight. I know I have a lot of albums to show too. The surprise album, and God is not too long and shit. And this dinner is kicking ass.
Okay.
Mm. You say you about to shop for some movies tomorrow with some friends, okay? Mm. Yo, garlic parmesan wings are the best wings ever. I don't give a fuck what no one said.
Huh?
You said what?
Garlic something. I didn't hear what you said.
Garlic parmesan
Noodles or what?
wings.
Oh, wings. Okay.
It's like it's the perfect wing flavor you cannot fuck up. Because I'll be going to some restaurants. Sometimes they be putting too much barbecue sauce.
Mhm.
So sometimes if I want to get lemon pepper, it'd be too sweet. Sometimes if I want to get just plain wings, they don't season the bullshit.
Right.
But garlic parmesan is really the only wings that they never really fuck up at.
Can't fuck up garlic parmesan wings, right?
Right, you can't fuck. I only had one bad garlic parmesan wings, and the only reason why it was fucked up because they didn't put no parmesan in it, and the garlic they did put, it wasn't seasoned right.
Oh man. The fuck?
Yeah, but white people made it, so what do you expect?
Crazy.
But you'll never believe what happened yesterday, though.
What happened yesterday?
Okay, so speaking of these wings, I was supposed to have gotten these wings yesterday and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had ordered like a 6-piece alone, and the restaurant said that they closed at midnight. And I thought the restaurant closed at midnight, but these somehow some way these motherfuckers closed early and shit
Right.
too. So I was like mad as fuck because I didn't have no dinner and shit like that too. And you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I went there this morning and I was cool about it. I didn't have no attitude. When I thought I was gonna get a 6-piece, these motherfuckers gave me a 10-piece with some fries and a drink and shit like that too. So I was just like, fuck it. I
Damn.
was like, fuck it. Mm. Just that's why I ate half this morning, half for dinner with some
Right.
pizza.
That's dope.
Okay. Laptop is turning back on and it's trying to load up. This might be one of the longest albums we've ever talked about.
Yeah. 30 tracks.
Ready to talk about Taxi next week?
No, but
You said telling you 5 episodes you're gonna watch and shit.
I don't even know what episodes I'm gonna watch. That's how it's a mystery to me.
Just randomly pick one from each
I'm
season.
gonna just like randomly pick one to watch, you know.
Yeah,
So
one from each season and shit.
one from each season. Yep, that's all.
That's gonna be funny.
Thanks.
I'm all ready for more better blues this week.
That's gonna be. Yeah, we doing that with Mike, right?
Yeah, you're joining too.
Yeah, I know. That's how I'm actually. That's how we doing it with Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, I told him about it. Yeah, that's a Spike Lee movie. I don't hear a lot of people talk about.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh my god, these wings are heaven. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna try this shit again. I'm gonna log back in the laptop. How's it sound now?
You good?
Okay, fuck it. Fuck it. All right, let me pull up my notes and we about to start this shit.
All right.
Old fashioned boom bap review.
Facts.
People in the chat, is my sound the sound good for y'all? No, Erica Badu, let me stop. Q said, which barber's drink is better?
What?
Gatorade or Rockstar?
Which what?
It's a drink brand, I think. Yeah.
Barbers drink? I don't drink
Yeah.
all of those stuff. I don't drink
Yeah,
that stuff.
I stopped drinking Gatorade years ago. Way overrated. I see y'all talking about wings on the chat, okay. Okay, where's my notes at? Fuck it. Yeah, some of these tracks, man, I didn't really have a lot to say about them and shit like that. So,
Right.
and of course, we both don't have this album, so I gotta pull it up. If this pop up can get the fuck out my screen. Thank you. All right, ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
What's good, you too? How's everyone doing this lovely fucking um Sunday morning, Saturday night? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Trial with me.
What up?
Today we're going to talk about Logic's recent album, Vinyl Days. This came out June 17th, 2022 on Visionary under Def Jam Records. If I'm not mistaken, this is his last album on Def Jam Records too. This was
Supposedly.
you said what?
Supposedly, I think it's announced.
Yeah. Produced by Six and Logic. It came out with 7 singles, and it's crazy.
Already?
Yeah, 7 singles:
Wow.
Decades, Tetris, Therapy Music, Vinyl Days, Orville, Bleed It, and Breath Control. And guest appearances include Action Bronson, Currency, Langston Bristol, Russ, Wiz, Khalifa, excuse me, Doc D, I Am, J Mars, Big Lenbo, C. Dot Castro, Royce the 5'9", RZA, Like, Blue and Exile, AZ, Primo, The Game, and Young Master Select too, though he had a few mentions here and shit too, you know what I'm saying? So this is actually the first Logic that we talk about on this channel and stuff like that. So you know how we always do. We talk about how we got into the artist and shit. We'll start off with try as usual.
Um, I got into Logic with the Young Sinatra mixtape, and you know, it was dope. Got into Bobby Tarantino joints, and that was dope. And the Everybody album, and he's always been a dope artist and staying true to himself. And I don't really see. I know a lot of people say they don't like him talking about the biracial thing. I mean, that's a part of his life. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I didn't know he was biracial till he mentioned it, and you know, I think yeah, I'd rather hear him talk about being biracial than him, talking about flipping bricks, and he's not doing that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with him being biracial and talking about what he grew up on, grew up as or whatever. And he's just been a dope artist. Well, I didn't really care for him like rhyming over trap beats and shit. I don't really think that's who he is. I feel like he's doing it just to do it, like he's doing it to appease to this era or whatever. But you know, I'd rather hear him over shit that I mean, because his rhyme style is not that. Like I mean, he can rhyme fast if he choose to, but if he's cut from that cloth from back in the day, that's what I expect to hear from him. You know what I'm saying? But he's dope. He's good. He's been coming out with a good music. I remember seeing a documentary on him, and him talking about his family, and wanting to retire and spend time with his baby and all that, and his wife, and that's great. He don't need to be in the business for like 50 years and shit, and come out with a bunch of trash albums. Just retire when you're on top. So salute to him, and I feel like once that 1-800 out the song came out, it was like I felt like he was like a one hit wonder. You know what I'm saying? Like people, if they didn't listen to his other stuff, it's like they wouldn't know his other songs. Only that one, because it was like so out there. You know what I'm saying? You had it on commercials. You had it. MTV was playing that shit, and that's there's more to him than just a suicide song. So um, you know, I think he showed that with this album. It's more to him than just 1-800 suicide or whatever. And he did his thing.
Definitely. Man, to me, it was my homeboy Darius that got me into Logic because I remember when I was running track back in high school,
Right.
and this was around the time when the Young Sinatra album, well, mixtape, excuse me. Yes, I said a mixtape, y'all. So this when the Young Sinatra mixtape had came out and shit like that, and he was blowing up in the underground around this time too. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny too because like that was around the time when he was like really, um, definitely on that like that boom bap kind of shit too. Because when it comes to Logic,
Mhm.
he definitely like is a like I here's the thing. I like Logic, no artist and shit like that. But some of the decisions he makes kind of pisses me off. I'm not
Right.
even gonna fucking hold you and shit like that.
Right.
I kind of got turned off of him when he said some shit like, I think he don't really. He it's because he's mixed. So he said some shit about him being mixed. He's not getting the right love or some shit like that. I'm just like, boy, come on, man.
But there's a lot of artists that's mixed. You know what I'm saying? So if anything, I don't see how you feel like you're not getting that love.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? Because the dude offer like he don't even not even offer 10 albums. He's already like rich and he's gotten the publicity that a lot it's gonna take a lot like for a lot longer for other artists to get to where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Like you've already done joints with like Wu-Tang Clan and Primo and you know what I'm saying? So I don't see how he feels like he's not being taken seriously. And I don't think, bringing up that you're biracial every other song is gonna make you be more famous than what you are now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I really don't understand. I mean, you look at Danielson is an underground artist, and he's biracial. I don't get Danielson saying, "Oh, well, I'm half white, half black," and you know what I'm saying? It's a if it's an angle that you're using, for your fan base, then say that. But to say that you're not getting because you're biracial, you're not getting that same type of publicity that Drake is getting, I don't buy it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the thing that really pissed me off about him and shit. Hmm. Jesus Christ. Okay. Now, for those who don't know who Logic is, he is an MC that was born in Rockville, Maryland, to be exact, and stuff like that. His father was black and his mom was white. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny too because his parents went through like a lot of substance abuse and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so he had to use like he pretty much had to use like fucking hip hop like to calm his nerve. But then around that time too, he started selling crack cocaine and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? And so he eventually got expelled in high school because he kept skipping too many classes and stuff like that too. And so he was still serious about doing hip hop music. That he met his mentor Solomon Taylor, and Solomon Taylor, he got him listening to hip hop. After they watched Kill Bill Volume One, classic movie in my opinion, and shit like that. Very gory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how they got introduced to like Wu Tang Clan and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so his first hip hop album he actually bought was the Roots "Do You Want More" album, which is fucking classic album in my opinion. One of my favorite Roots albums. Shit too. So then, fast forward to 2010, he dropped his official mixtape, Young, Broken, and Infamous, and whatnot, which was a very, very, very cool mixtape. I heard that mixtape a while back ago. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So this is around the time when he wanted to have his own. He was establishing his own label called Visionary Music Group, which they were trying to like emulate themselves after like Rockefeller and stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, but the mixtape that really got him attention was Young Sinatra and stuff like that. It was dropped in 2012 and stuff like that too. Mind you, I heard the mixtape. I did hear the mixtape and stuff like that too. I didn't hear it exactly when it came out. I heard it, I think, like a year after. Definitely when I was running track and stuff like that too. Just to let y'all know. one of his best projects ever. I love this work right here. And this was the mixtape that got him on the top 10 freshman list back in 2013, which y'all know how I feel about the freshman list, but this is around the time they're actually picking up talent. Like that same class, you had cats like Schoolboy Q, you had cats like Badass, Absol, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So he did his. He was started touring, and then that's when he dropped the Young Sinatra "Welcome to Forever," his fourth mixtape, which again, another dope mixtape and shit like that too. And so that success led him not only signed to Def Jam Records, but meeting No ID, which you guys should know who No ID is. These days, he's known for working with Jay Z on that 444 album, but he was like producing a lot for Common back in the day and shit like that too. So very influential producer, one very consistent too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And fast forward to 2014, no, no, yeah, 2013. Excuse me. He had dropped. Hold on, was it 2014? 2014, yeah. He had dropped his debut studio album, Under Pressure. I might get some flack for this, but I thought the album was decent. I felt like it tried to do what Good Kid, Mad City was doing. It definitely had like a Good Kid, Mad City feel to it and shit like that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I felt it was pretty decent. You know. Then fast forward 2 years later, I think I'm gonna say 2 years. No, 1 year later. Excuse me. He had dropped, in my opinion, his best album, Incredible True Story. Fire, fire, fire album. You know what I'm saying? That had a lot of dope songs. Fucking what's the song? What's the song? Like Paradise, Like a Bowl, fucking Never Been. And I actually do have the album in my collection as well too. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
Check
Hard
me out.
hard 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 to come by these days though. Yeah, man. So then he dropped a mixtape, Bobby Tarantino, and stuff like that too, but it wasn't until 2017 was where it really started changing for him and stuff when he dropped the Everybody album and stuff. Which Everybody was cool. It was a cool album. Again, he kind of saw him kind of being a bit more mainstream with this one too because it had like a lot of big hits like Black Spider Man and 1-800-273-8255, which that song blew up everywhere. It was a song about dealing with suicide and of course bullying and stuff
Right.
like that too. You know what I'm saying? To this day, still a big song to this day. I think that might be his signature song if you ask me.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Saying fast forward, he dropped the Supermarket soundtrack back in 2019. You know what I'm saying? Which is a soundtrack to his novel that he had written. You know what I'm saying? I have not heard that joint for you, believe it or not. Then he dropped the Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, which some of these mid albums I didn't really care too much for like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because this is when he was really diving into like trap music and shit like that. But then like he had made some comments by saying like he was screwed over by Def Jam and stuff like that. So like he was getting his right money. He had said he had said at first that he was retiring. He retired from music, which wherever y'all heard that shit before. I mean,
Right.
so then he had a YouTube channel, and that's when he dropped a song with Madlib, and next thing you know they started calling him Mad Magic. Just a combination of both their names and stuff like that. And so back in 2021 during the pandemic, he announced like he was going to turn to music and shit too. You know what I'm saying? So, and he tried to mimic it like Michael Jordan's coming back to the basketball and stuff like that too, which I like about it, but you're not on Jordan's level. I'm sorry. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this album had came out literally like a couple of weeks ago and shit. Now usually I really did not really want to hear this album and shit like that because like I said I've been kind of disappointed with like a lot of Logic shit. But like you had said it was a dope album and shit too. So
Yeah.
that was it was I don't know what album we were reviewing.
when we had talked about this album and shit like that, but then I was at night, and I definitely said, we can talk about this album and shit too. Um, album has 30 tracks, but at the same time, it's a lot of skits on this album as well too.
Yep.
It might have like 20, 15 to 20 songs at least and shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. Without further ado, let's get this shit started. Track number one we got is Danger. Which Danger, that was like a fucking skit. Nice little intro and stuff like that, just getting y'all ready for this album. Has like the strong boom bap and shit like that too, which I definitely fuck with on this record.
And you got Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman, one of the best
Yeah,
Hollywood actors ever. You know what I'm saying? This man has been in many classic films. Morgan Freeman opens up this album. You know how hard, Morgan Freeman don't open up rap albums for anyone. So to have Morgan Freeman on this on Logic's album, that's huge. And he's informing everybody that, Logic is he's the GOAT. And you got Funk Master Flex. Funk Flex is on this album, like on different tracks. And he's screaming at the top of his lungs, retire for what? He just tired of the garbage in hip hop, and he's all about bars, and if you look at Funk Master Flex, if you look at his freestyle series, he have nothing but spitters for the most part on there. Black Thought gave the best freestyle on his show. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, when back when DJs, back when Flex mattered, I'm not gonna say when DJs mattered. Back when Flex mattered on Hot 97, you have to come up there and you have to spit a freestyle, not a written. You have to spit a freestyle to any beat that the DJ put on. You know what I'm saying? Not like when you had Race from it a couple years ago when they went to Hot 97 and he threw on a Primo beat and they're like, oh, we can't rhyme to that. That's not a real spitter. So you see the bullshit already between our generation and this generation. And back when Flex mattered, when you had to come up to Hot 97 and spit a freestyle, no matter what beat that he put on. And just having Flex on this album, in on different tracks, he's telling people like, yo, Logic can spit. He's a dope lyricist, and I think that, again, going back to Morgan Freeman, to have Morgan Freeman open up your album, that's a huge thing because he don't do that for everybody.
right. Definitely feel you on that shit. Track number two, Tetris. Very, very, very dope track right here. You know what I'm saying? One thing I liked about this fucking record was like paying homage to the hip hop producers and stuff too, especially in the chorus where he shouted out Jay Dilla. Dilla beats got me reckless and stuff like that too. So this was definitely a fucking braggadocio song. Talking about where his life is at now, how he's married, has kids, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So pretty straight track.
I never got the hang of Tetris. Playing it on Nintendo back in the day, never got the hang of it.
I love Tetris.
And it was good. You know what I'm saying? Like those little puzzle games like Dr. Mario and Tetris, and I never got the hang of those. But I guess I was more into like the sports and the RPG games. But this was a dope track. I love the beat. You know what I'm saying? Logic saying, so get back on that assembly line. I'm schooling these MCs with assembly rhymes. I'll be goaded at the end of my time. It was like I said, like he's a dope lyricist, and when he's rhyming over these type of beats, he's at his best, and I definitely enjoyed it.
I agree. Hey, listen, I'm gonna have you go to the next song. I'm gonna get some water right quick. I'll catch up.
All right, the next song is a short track 3 in my lifetime, featuring Action Bronson from Queens. Love Action Bronson. Anything he does has been dope. He's a hip hop chef. He definitely knows how to cook his ass off. I know he lost like a ton of weight. Like I think dude lost like maybe 100, 200 pounds. The way he looks now is phenomenal. But this was dope. Nice beat. You got Funk Flex on the track, and he's talking his little shit in the back of the track, and Bronson said some nice little lines. Commemorate me with the statue. Fuck the world written on a tattoo. And I enjoyed it. I just think it was too short. It was like maybe like a minute and like some couple of seconds. Should have been longer. But anybody that Action Bronson collaborate with is dope. I definitely fuck with it. Then you got track 4. We got Decades.
I'm back.
Okay, talking about the short track in my lifetime.
Yeah, very very dope shit. Vintage boom bap shit. You know what I'm saying? That features Action Bronson, who definitely does thing like that. Man. Yeah, I
Mhm.
definitely fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I was saying like he lost a ton of weight. Like he looks totally different now.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? Like he shaved the beard down. He lost a ton of weight. He's like he's like actually like doing his little calisthenics before the show. You saw it, so by the time he gets on stage, he's already like sweating and everything, and he's dope, man. Shout out to Action Bronson.
Yeah, DJ Khaled should definitely take an opposite.
Right, right, facts.
Mm. Track number 4, Decades. Very dope track right here. Just talking about Logic. Talking about excuse me, damn, I can't talk. Talking about his longevity in the game and what he wants his legacy to be and stuff like that too. And just being grateful and humble about the career that he's had and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Very fire
Right.
joint.
Yeah, this was dope. What the fuck is my name? Yeah, Decades was dope. What you had Logic is saying, and this music is a dream that I plan to fulfill, staring at the world through my windowsill. And I love the beat. The beat was dope. The hi hats on it. Yeah, this is dope.
Yeah, very dope shit. Next next track is the first skit off the album, Jason Abrams. Just a voicemail from the director and producer J.J. Abrams and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's crazy when I looked up. He almost appeared in the movie that he Logic, as in almost appeared in the movie that he scrapped called Everything Must Go and stuff too. So pretty dope shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he misspelled his name on purpose on the album and shit too.
Right. J.J. Abrams is a great director. You know, um, I didn't care for his skit on here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if and I've heard Logic mentioned his name before, so apparently they've been like hanging out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't care for his skit.
Yeah, this is one skit I really didn't really mind them
Yeah.
scrapping and shit like that too. Track number 6, Black White Boy. um, love the title by the way. Pretty much, he's just really talking about his haters, just about how like what we mentioned before, talking about his haters about the critics about his race and stuff like that too. You know how people always say like he's always pretty much always say, "Oh, I'm mixing this every record and stuff like that too." You know what I'm saying? So it's just mocking his fake fans and his haters and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's dope. Definitely like the beat. Like I said, like we know you're biracial. You don't have to keep saying it. I don't think it's gonna change nobody's mind whether they listen to you or not.
Hmm.
I like the lines where you said, make 50 million when I went pop, but everybody know Logic pick up the mic and balls drop. Loved his lines on that, and it's a solid cut. Definitely enjoyed it.
Definitely. Track number 7, Quasi. Love this record. In my opinion,
Yeah.
this is pretty much Logic paying homage to Madlib, but it's the Madlib when he was known as Quasimodo. It's the name
Right.
Quasi. and stuff. And this goes out to all of my quote unquote Mad Lib fans. Mad Lib used to rhyme back in the day, back when he was Quasimodo. Quasimodo, Unseen, one of the best hip hop albums of all time, in my opinion.
Yep.
You know?
Facts.
Niggas don't fucking know. They don't fucking know.
They don't know Quasimodo. They know Pinata and they know Bandana, but they don't know Quasi.
Yeah. They don't know about Champion Sound with Jay Dilla and shit. They don't know about that fucking shit.
One of my favorites. One of my favorite projects with Mad Lib.
You talking about they know about Matt Villainy. They'll talk a whole lot of shit about Matt Villainy and shit. And I love Matt Villainy, but come on, man. Matt Lib, he's ready in the game. Hell, Shades of Blue, man. What should know about that shit? Come on.
Oh, yeah. Classic instrumental album.
Yes. Definitely. It's up there with fucking Donuts, in my opinion.
Yes. Facts. The beat, that whole series he had, the whole Beat Conductor series. Phenomenal.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was like to me, this was like an open letter to Mad Lib. Like it almost seemed like Logic was writing a letter to him, like, you know, I grew up on the Quasimodo stuff. Please come back with that because we need that now in hip hop.
We do.
And I loved it. I thought it was a great boom bap beat. It was short. It was another short track. There's a lot of short tracks on here that should have been longer. But you know, it was good. When he's saying Quasimodo flow toe to toe with any spitter, hip hop needs you in this company, the Black John Ritter. Dope, definitely a dope track.
That's what's up. So I'm seeing on the chat that Rolling Stone made a top 15 Rolling R&B.
They don't know about no R&B. That's what they think. They think is rock, and even with that, they can't get that much.
Oh God!
They did like a 300 top 300 rock list, and they got like all the Beatles albums in the top 10. Fuck out of here! Like I love the Beatles, but they just got carried away with half of the Beatles albums in the top 10.
Oh, what is this? What is this? Rolling Stone trying to get into black music? Black music?
Yeah, they don't know shit about no R&B.
They don't know shit.
You know.
Whew, okay, anyway, next track is Bleed It. This track was pretty straight, you know what I'm saying? Right. Definitely love the Beastie Boys sample in the beginning and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Not a bad track, pretty straight.
Yeah, this had like a Rick Rubin sound to it. Like,
yeah.
It reminded me of like something from like Check Your Head or like Ill Communication or something. It was dope. It was dope.
Right. Yeah, this one of the tracks he was talking about his life and shit, like his parents and stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Track number 9, La Donda. First of all, sexy name. First of all, second of all, I guess what I got from this track right here was like he was talking to his girl with a Donda or some shit like that who never really fucking believed in his ass or whatever and shit like that. And then it's like one of those look at me now kind of songs, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I love this beat though.
Yeah, the beat was knocking. There's like some phone ringing sounds going on in the back, and you got like a voice saying hello. So I'm assuming that was like it sounded like a little kid or something.
Right.
That was like, you know, picking up like saying hello on the phone, and I like it. Logic talking about, you know, his label, and you know, he's saying I've been grinding since before I could afford a pair of Vans, recording this album before they give me my advance. Signed with another major, not a chance. It's like Chicago with no chance, not a chance. I like that. I think this is a solid joint.
Definitely. Next joint is Aaron Judge. This is another fucking skit off this record. Aaron Judge is like the outfielder for the New York Yankees and shit.
Yes, the current MVP right now. He's definitely having one of his best seasons.
Yeah, I'm not into baseball, so that's on you and shit. So.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, he's talking. Apparently, Logic is friends with everybody and shit.
I'm seeing that. He's just name dropping people. You remind me of Game, yo. He's just name dropping people on this album.
Right.
I see him in interviews and he's name dropping people he's hanging out with and shit. You know, you friends with Aaron Judge? Okay, that's dope.
Who's next? David Letterman?
You know, that's. I mean, you know, shout out to Aaron Judge. You know, definitely having one of the best seasons ever in baseball right now. And yeah, he was just saying a couple of words on here. You know, nothing much.
Right. Mm. Next track, Clouds. Love this record. Currency and Langston Bristol definitely did a thing on this one right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just all of them just going back and forth and stuff like that. I felt like Currency had the best verse, especially when that beat switched up.
Yeah.
Yeah, when that beat switched up and shit. Even though he had the outro and
Mm.
stuff like that too, you know, he definitely laid it down and shit. I definitely love that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was dope. Dope to hear Currency do shit with Logic. I've always been a fan of Currency. You know, from the early mixtapes and stuff, and he's always putting out heat. Is like one of the most consistent artists. You know, just continuously putting out great music, and you know he did his thing on here. And the track to me was like a little bit. You know, you got Logic rhyming fast, and he's like, you know, trying to keep up with the beat. It was like real like a trappy type of fast beat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it fit more currency
Yes.
than Logic.
Yeah, I definitely feel you about that. It definitely had more of a currency feel for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Now another skit, Michael Rap, which is pretty much a voicemail from actor Michael Rappaport. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
MC pretty funny. You know, Michael Rappaport, you know, always try to always out there, very eccentric and shit like that too, you know what I'm saying? He's a fucking hip hop head and shit too, so
Yeah,
yeah, man. He's one of those legit hip hop heads I would definitely fuck with and shit too,
right.
cause yeah, he knows his shit.
This and the Nem skit were like to me the funniest on the album
Same.
because they were just like they could tell they were having fun with it, and they were like calling Logic all kind of names. Like Michael Rappaport is like talking about you know calling him a four-eyed fuck. He's like, you four-eyed fuck, I'll block you. You have cocked, you have cooked cock cooker, and you four-eyed biracial motherfucker. Like you just calling them all type of names, and it was just hilarious. Just the different things he was calling them, and Michael Rappaport, you don't care. You say what's on his mind, and he's a good actor too.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely a good actor. Track number where we at? Track number 13, Therapy Music featuring Russ. One of my favorite tracks off this album. I'm not even the biggest Russ fan and shit like that too.
Right.
But definitely like definitely them talking about life, just seeking help and stuff like that. Just them, just like the title says and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about like the anxieties, their stuff that they're looking into and stuff like that. Just there's things going on in their fucking lives and stuff. Be more introspective about it and shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Russ definitely did his thing on this one right here. He had a line where he says, I was needing validation, which I agree is whack. Mad at my therapist, like, bitch, I agree with that. Here's the kicker though. My therapist is me complaining about my problems, how American of me. You know what I'm saying? That's very realistic as fuck too. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely fuck with
Right.
that.
Yeah, Russ has been dope, man. I like the last project he put out, and that was fire. And he's on here and he's spitting some gems. Independent with the major budget. You ain't mad at me, you mad at your lady. You love it. You should change the subject. I show the public like I'm rapping on the radio. Long hair looking like I'm supposed to be on the Game of Thrones, HBO. I loved his flow on that. He killed it. Logic came in, he killed it. He said, I seen cats with egos bigger than cruise ships lose it, gain power and abuse it. Used to be addicted to the likes by the likes of people I didn't even like. Anxiety reading comments and ain't having me breathing right. I enjoyed that. And he was just spitting some real shit. He was just like, talking about how, when he's on social media and he's seeing likes by people he don't even like, and I give him anxiety and shit. And you know, I thought I was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like he's addressing his mental, his mental issues or whatever. So I enjoy
Right.
it.
It's not just Kanye doing that now, y'all.
Right, right.
Oh shit. All right, track number 14. Tony Revolori. No, another one of Logic's friends. He's an actor. I don't know too much about him and stuff like that.
Yeah,
This fucking skit is just a conversation between them and stuff like that. Maybe they're about to go to some movies and stuff like that too.
yeah, yeah. He kept saying like, hit me back for movie night. We're supposed to go see a Hocus Pocus or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's crazy because they're actually rebooting that movie now.
Yeah, they doing a sequel. They come out with a sequel. So yeah, I've never been a fan of Hocus Pocus. So,
Thank you.
um,
Overrated.
it
As
just wasn't my thing. It wasn't for me.
it was too campy for
Yeah,
Halloween. Like, and,
yeah,
and and I was talking to Coogee about this. That was the era when, in like the late '80s to mid '90s, and especially right after Bette Midler performed at Carson, where
mhm,
America was just obsessed with Bette Midler and shit.
yeah. It was.
I mean,
It
she a
was.
good singer. I have nothing against her, but she ain't no Barbara Streisand and shit.
Definitely not. She definitely not Bubble.
Shit.
You know.
I mean, like I said, it was just like, cause
I never, I never got the. Is it a horror? Is it a comedy? What the hell is it? 'Cause, I mean, for me, it's like if like at a young age, horror was horror. You know what I'm saying? Like when we saw horror, we got fucking scared when we saw horror. You know what I'm saying? So horror comedy for me is like the Lost Boys. That's horror comedy for me.
yes.
So or Fright Night. I didn't do shit like Hocus Pocus and stuff and Nightmare Before Christmas. That wasn't for me.
Whoa. Okay, first of all, Nightmare
I
Before
mean, it's good. It's a good film, but it's not one of my favorites though because it was like
True.
horror comedy was different for us compared to how it was for kids in the '90s and shit.
True. Thing with Hocus Pocus, I did not fucking like. It was just too fucking campy for a Halloween movie.
Right?
Way too fucking campy.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't.
Sam,
And
you
they
actually love Hocus.
they
Sam,
doing
you
a
actually love
sequel.
Hocus Pocus.
They doing a sequel. Like now after all these years and decades. I don't understand.
Because they need money.
You know,
Wow. Sam actually likes Hocus Pocus. Wow.
I ain't stuff for me.
Mike said Hocus Pocus, the casting was wrong. It's more like a horror. It's not even fucking comedy. See, Rocky Horror, that was a horror comedy and shit. Like, the version I put a spell on you. Come on now, fuck out of here.
Right?
Fuck out of here, nigga.
I don't know.
Hell, if y'all want to talk about horror comedy, Beetlejuice, man. What y'all know about
Yes,
Beetlejuice and
Beetlejuice.
shit?
Right, right.
Yes. What
Another
y'all know?
another movie that they're just now doing a sequel for, and it should have been done like 40 years
What
ago.
is up with these damn sequels?
I don't know. Hollywood want that money. That's what it is. They smell that money. You know what I mean? I mean
There's
they should have had multiple sequels, but it should have been done back then, not now.
just rubbing it in. I can't wait for the
Yeah,
sequel.
I don't know, man. I have a feeling it's not even gonna be good as the first one.
Shit.
You know?
Anyway, yeah, man. Next track we're gonna talk about is Roll Run. You know what I'm saying? This is just a song celebrating his fucking. I mean, no. Just celebrating like again his success. You know what I'm saying? Just at a time like he was reflecting on retiring and stuff like that. Yeah, right. Um, yeah, man. Just talking about fucking that decent song and shit like that. Funk Master Flex is on the outro. Of course, all up in the video. Stop. Stop.
Well, Rogue One, and he named it after a Star Wars film, Rogue One.
Yeah.
Um, it was okay. I mean, it was. I liked it. It was real grimy. It was a grimy track. I'm like, that's probably like maybe the only darkest type of track he had on here, really. So, you know,
Definitely. Yeah. My fault, I was texting Mickey about something, but unfortunately, Mickey can't make it tomorrow or later on
Oh,
today because she got family stuff she got to handle.
that's what's
But
up.
I told her she's always welcome. You know what I'm saying? So
Always welcome. We always gonna be collecting something at any given point. So
right, hell, even if you collect some bugs, it should be good. It should.
right,
should.
you know,
Track number 16, Breath Control, featuring Wiz Khalifa, another rapper I'm not really too big about and shit like that because it
his
seems like you said what?
his best shit is behind him now.
His best shit is his fucking mixtape, like Kush
Yeah,
and Orange
his best shit.
Juice.
Yeah, his best shit is behind him now.
I don't even know. I can't even say the last Wiz Khalifa song I really enjoyed this shit.
The last shit I actually that I enjoyed from him was Black Hollywood. I thought Black Hollywood was a solid album, but he hasn't made nothing close to that in years.
Shit. Yeah, and this song is I try to vibe to this song and stuff like that. I mean, it's alright, it's alright, you know what I'm saying? Not Logic did good, but I feel like Wiz Khalifa wasn't really needed on this song.
I thought it was dope. You know, I wish Wiz did get back to his Cushion OJ shit. I don't care for his shit no more like that. But I like Logic. I like the Logic's verse because like when the beat switches up and he was rhyming, I think he was rhyming on the like the mesmerized Wiz Khalifa beat. I want to say it
Mhm.
was from. I was like from like one of his earlier mixtapes and he killed it. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope. But I'm not a fan of the music Wiz is making now though. Like I love his 2010 shit was phenomenal, but the shit that he's doing now is don't even it's no comparison.
Right, he just rapping just to rap now. Shit.
Yeah, he's just like going through the motions now.
Yes, sir. Next track, now is track number 17. It's another fucking skit right here. Um, Nems, they were just fucking talking mad shit about Logic and stuff like that. Talking about his appearance and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he's a half curly, half straight hair, bros with black and white cookie
Right.
inside out Oreo and shit like that. Just talking mad grimy. And I was like, damn, tell me how you really
Yeah.
feel.
Right. And he does that shit on the street when like people walking by and he's like saying names after them. I love it. I'm like, Nems don't give a fuck. He's like, I'm big. Nobody gonna fuck with me. I'm gonna say what I want. I love it. I thought it was a hilarious skit.
Definitely. And y'all hear me yawning and shit. Next track, Nardwar. He's rapping his alter ego Doc D and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope. Nardwar, this is not like the first time like he done tracks like this. Like he done tracks like it's like one back in 2014, and then he did another one back in 2018 and shit.
Right.
You know, yeah, man, pretty dope. Nardwar is actually he's a Canadian interviewer and musician. He's a lead singer of some group called Evaporators and stuff like that too.
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It was cool. I've seen a couple of his vids on YouTube and different celebrities he's interviewed, like Cameron and Wu Tang Clan and them. So you know,
Oh, now I know who he is. Okay.
yeah, yeah, he has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
I've seen it before. All
yeah,
right. Next song, Kickstyle. Featuring I Am J Mars, Big Limbo, and Shy Gray. You know what I'm saying? Like how he kept it in house, and all these cats from Maryland and stuff like that too. Pretty straight, pretty straight posse cut. You know what I'm saying? You can
yeah,
definitely feel the chemistry with this one. Yeah, I definitely like Big Limbo's verses. I thought his verse was definitely ill as fuck. He said, "Fuck calm, bring the alarm like tennis arm. When I grab the mic, I drop bomb. Jump off the stage, get baked like Spawn. Never verse me, fucked up, trust us."
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit.
it was dope. Definitely enjoyed the track. Nice beat, nice bass line.
Definitely. Next track is Early Bird. You know what I'm saying? This is a skit that has Earl Sweatshirt, Wayne Wilson in it, and arguably my favorite skit off this album.
Mm-hmm.
And it's talking about like fucking sampling and why sampling is fucking important for hip hop and stuff too. Because you know there's motherfuckers, and this is a thing to me. Like you know me, I fucking love sampling. I sample my fucking self and shit like that. By the way,
Yeah,
Wayne Wilson, he's if you guys should know, he's from The Office and stuff like that. Never really watched that show like that, you know.
me
But
neither.
yeah, I do like Michael Carell's character. Sometimes I just watch it just for his character and shit. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, the thing about sampling now is that when motherfuckers sample now, they just sample legitly the whole fucking song and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas back in the day, motherfucker will probably take like a 5 second loop or a 10 second loop, fuck with the pitch, stretch it out. These days, motherfucker like making it style, taking that fucking Jodeci song, freaking you, Easy E's Boys in the Hood, shit like that. I'm just like, come on, just at least do something.
Man,
Hell, I'll even take it back. Fucking Puff Puffy and shit like that. Taking
oh
the whole
boy.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, the message.
Why is this man being mentioned?
Fuck, you know me and shit like that. Just you know what I'm fucking talking about. Just just taking the whole fucking song and shit.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, I thought it was it was a short skit. The beat was dope though. I like the beat. Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, that beat is fire. All right. Next track is 10 Years. Pretty dope record. One of my favorite off this album. And it features motherfucking Voice to 5'9".
Mhm.
You don't like Royce?
Yeah. Voice did his thing. Definitely, Voice is one of the best.
Oh, I thought you said oh Lord and shit.
No,
Never mind. But yeah, Royce is always one of the best spitters.
yeah.
My opinion, he makes some of his best shit now
Hmm.
than when he did like years ago and shit like. And
Hmm.
that's not to say like Death is Certain, the Rock City, the version 2.0. That's the Rock City. I fuck with this shit. But
Right.
like the shit he came out with like in the 20 teens, especially with the Prime album, come on, like that shit's
Yeah.
fire. Prime
Hmm.
one, Prime two,
Yes.
Prime two.
Prime Two had some joints. They did some stuff with people. I was like, yo, y'all really doing shit with Two Chainz? Really?
Yeah, Prime two. It definitely they try to go for that more mainstream, but it still was good though.
Right.
I'd rather listen to Prime two than a lot of the other Run the Jewels albums and shit like that.
Okay.
Which to me the first two Run the Jewels were my favorite. Run the Jewels 3 was okay.
Right.
I think you don't care for Run the Jewels either and shit.
I like Run the Jewels. The problem again is like where were all these dedicated fans to LP back in the '90s when he was dropping shit? I didn't see none of them around. I saw it was underground heads. As far as like mainstream, it's like it's fucked up that he had to team up with Killer Mike, and even with Killer Mike, it's fucked up that Killer Mike had to team up with LP to get recognized. Because before then, I didn't hear nobody talk about none of those albums he was dropping in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So you know, just think if they never crossed paths and we never got Run the Jewels, we would still be saying, "Oh, LP is underrated" or "Killer Mike is underrated." You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the run they fan base just went crazy when they came out with these albums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You want to hear an unpopular opinion?
Uh,
I kind of prefer Killer Mike's rap music, the first collaboration between them, over most of those Run the Jewels and shit.
that was underrated. That was underrated joint. You know,
Yes, sir.
um, I think they both phenomenal lyricists. You know what I'm saying? It's just they just got slept on, and they took a project like this for to wake people up. Like, oh, okay, LP. Never knew about him. Let me go check out his shit on Def Jux. Killer Mike. Oh, Killer Mike from Dungeon Family. Oh, let me go check out his shit. Where were y'all then?
Oh, y'all
You know?
motherfucker. Where y'all motherfuckers at back then and shit.
It's crazy. It's not gonna be like that for everybody. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to team up and do an album so that they can get recognized though. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I thought this was a dope song. I like the beat. You got Logic saying Vinyl Days, kind of like the days of Rockefeller. Yeah, I'm on the beat, but I murder acapella. I thought it was a dope song.
All right. Track number next track. Portion one featuring RZA. My favorite track off this album, if you ask me, definitely all my showbiz and AG fans, y'all should know what sample that is coming from and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna tell y'all and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. The reason why they call it Portion One, because it was basically referencing the early days of vinyls and stuff like that, and then that's when they changed it. Before they changed it later and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Definitely felt like this record was pretty ill. Logic definitely did his thing on this one right here. I love when he shouted out all the producers like Doom and RZA. You know what I'm saying? Shouting out fucking Madlib and shit like that too.
Right.
RZA definitely did his fucking thing. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, RZA, I love RZA. How he definitely paid homage to Breaker Ruckus with the "I rip it" hardcore like porno flick bitches line and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So this was definitely a fire joint.
Yeah, this was great. I love this collab with him and RZA. RZA sounded like Bobby Digi on this track. You know what I'm saying? Like he really got in his bag. He said vinyl days, leave your mind straight. Even with application perhaps they can find a way. And loved his rhyme. Logic killed it. He said, I feel like the RZA recorded in the '88. Prince Rakeem, I fucking blow like Hiroshima. I'm on the scene. Never flip the script like a pharmacist. I love this flow. It was definitely, you could tell like he was like anxious to work with the RZA, and the beat was dope. It had like that '93 Woo feel to it. Like the melody was dope, and they sampled on Bring the Ruckus from 36 Chambers. Classic record.
Yeah. All right, the next joint, probably my least favorite skit off this album, Needle Drop. I guess y'all can figure out why this is like my least favorite skit, honestly.
Yeah, because he ain't like that
Um,
nigga.
no,
He ain't like Needle Drop. That's why he named it that.
you said what?
He didn't like Needle Drop. That's why he named it that shit.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. Because I could have sworn they were cool with one another.
But I think they cool now. But he mentioned some shit. I don't know. I forgot what song it was. He was mentioning some shit about how like Needle Drop fans were like flannel wearing bitches and shit like that. And because I think Needle
Because they
Drop
are.
just he said something about one of his albums that he didn't like the review he gave for his album, and he ended up dissing him, and I think he would like end up coming on his podcast later on. But I mean, shit, I totally agree
Oh
with Needle
yeah.
Drop.
And as much shit as I give Needle Drop, why are artists mad when a motherfucking reviewer gets mad they don't like this shit? I'm just saying.
Because social media made motherfuckers soft. It's like there's many artists in the past 6 years that I've came across, and this Reg for a fact that I said shit to them and they didn't like it. They were in their feelings, and I'm not gonna lie because of whoever you are. I don't care who it is. I don't care what genre it is, whether it's rock, R&B, hip hop, whatever. If I feel like your album is not great, I'm saying your album's not great. If I feel like your album's a classic, I'm gonna say your album's a classic. That's just how I am. I'm not ass kissing no artist for nothing, not for no merch, not for no appearance on our show, nothing. So that's just what it is. So there's many artists in the past where I said shit to them and they didn't like it and they want to go diss me. That's cool. Just remember, I could do the same fucking thing. I got my own platform and I've got there's many other platforms I've been on, and I have no problem calling them out. RL. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
PM dog.
PM Dawn, yeah, they got in their feelings too when you said what you said. I mean, yo, I'm sticking by my boy. My boy, I'll fuck with PM Dawn, but if Reg don't fuck with them, then that he don't fuck with them. So that is what it is.
Exactly. Mind you, that motherfucker still gave you back.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna like everything, and it's cool, and you have to be yourself. I think social media again, it's like there's some type of weird like wave going on where like people are liking shit that they don't really fuck with. I'm not doing that. If I don't like something, you're gonna hear about it. I'm not gonna be one of these motherfuckers buying fucking albums and they don't like it just to be fitting with the wave. I ain't doing that shit. That shit is fake. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that shit over here. You know, it's if anything, if there's one thing that you learn from me, learn that it's cool to be yourself. You don't gotta like everything because everybody else like it.
Be honest with what you like.
Exactly. If you fuck with rock music, you fuck with heavy metal, then fuck with heavy metal. If you fuck with pop music, then fuck with pop music. Don't try to suddenly change because somebody else might not like what you like. You're your own person. You gotta like what you like at the end of the day.
Yeah, speak on it, nigga. Speak on it. Nigga.
You know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't get this whole weird fucking phenomenon that's going on social media. I really don't get it.
Social media is a dope.
You know, this everything. Oh, you must like everything because if you don't, then you're hating on this artist. Fuck all that.
You must like Drake.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you must like Drake because if you don't like Drake, something's wrong with you. And why are you hating on Drake? Fuck all that.
Drake is the future.
I like what I like. That's what it is. So I don't care who it is.
Mind you, no one's talking about that house album no more.
The Drake album I thought was decent. I fuck with it. It's not a great album, but I like the dance music. That's just me. It don't mean because I like it, everybody else supposed to like it. You like what you like. You know?
Next track. Introducing Nezzy. Pretty dope track right here. Nezzy, I think it's like his protege or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just pretty much what I got from it is just like he just drops his verse and he let Nezzy just do the rest and stuff like that too, pretty dope shit.
Yeah, it was dope. I definitely I don't know who the fuck Nezzy is, but it was cool.
Yes. Track number 25, Orville. Man, I thought it was named after Orville Redenbacher at first.
That's what I thought he was talking about. Over Redenbacher.
Yeah, so this track right here, he named it Orville because of the science fiction series, The Orville, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope track. I love that beat though. That beat was pretty ill. It features Blue and Exile and Light. I've never really been the biggest Blue and Exile fan like that. So,
Right.
but they did their thing on this one and shit too.
Dope. I definitely enjoyed this one. The beat, the bass line, the sample for it was dope. You got Logic saying, I'm too committed to rhymes. It's my first show in Chicago. Never throwing shade. We keeping it light like Vitalago. Chain around my neck, glisten like El Dorado. Can't fuck bitches with baggage. You married a hoe with cargo. Bitches be jumping ship worth the argo. So I like that whole line, that whole verse, and like he was referencing the movie Argo and with Ben Affleck, and that was dope. I definitely enjoyed that, and Blue and Exile is dope as well. That's another group where I feel like their fan base is like they overrate them. You know what I'm saying? But especially with that one album, and they dope. I just don't see classics from them like that. You know what I'm saying? Below the Heavens was dope. I just don't see it as people putting it on the same Illmatic level and shit. You know.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. All right, next track right here, fucking Carnival with AZ. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. This nigga's pulling out all the hard hitters on this album and shit, boy.
Yeah.
A motherfucking Z.
Yeah.
Shit, you know that's a fucking cheat code.
Yeah.
You know,
For real.
you know that's a fucking cheat code, dude.
For
Stuff.
real. For real.
But yeah, pretty dope track right here and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's funny too because the second half of Logic's verse, he actually used the same verse he did with Adlib
Right.
on Mars Only Part 3
Right.
and stuff like that too. I felt like thing. AZ, I don't expect anything less than great from him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with it. So you should fuck with it. Let me stop.
You should fuck with or else. You hating on AZ. No,
Buy
it definitely was fire. I didn't expect to hear AZ on this album. It was definitely dope and he said who cooler out in Aruba blowing ounces of Buddha. I know the routes to maneuver and his whole flow is always timeless. And any beat that he's on, anything he's featured on, he's always killing it. And I thought the beat was dope too.
Yeah, definitely. Track 27, Lena's Insight. This features I always fuck up her name. Lena Waithe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very controversial director and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I've heard a lot of shit about her over the years and shit like that, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that.
Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, keep my mouth shut because we just finished Pride Month, and I'm not trying to have that LGBTQ come for me and shit like that. So let me just
Reg, you hating on Lena.
shit. Anyway, what I got, yeah, she did pretty good on this skit right here and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, pretty just words of wisdom she's dropping. I fuck with
Yeah,
it.
that's basically what it was. This was some words of wisdom and insight. So it was cool.
Track 28, Final Days. Man, it just keeps on coming and shit.
Yes.
Fucking Primo. There's some
Primo,
scratches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
great premiere.
Yes. Very, very, very cool. You know, Logic's is fucking. I feel like this is like the best rapping he's done on this album.
Facts.
Like he has some dope lines like far from an anti-vaxxer, but I moved the needle. Shit got me wondering if what I do is legal. Fuck it, I'm going 100 in this Buick Regal. Fuck it, I'm going 100 playing legal. Yes,
Facts. Facts.
you better fucking go 100 play that fucking legal. You better play that
Logic,
fucking
logic is that nigga.
for real.
Yeah, I loved it, man. Like the scratching by Premiere and the beat and Logic is just going in, man. Like he was definitely dedicated to this album and making it one of the best of the year. So I love it.
Definitely. Track number 29. Um, I guess I love him. I guess I love it.
Yeah.
Featuring the game. This nigga game like name dropped 7 people before we got half of his verse and shit.
Right, right.
LL Cool J, Cannabis,
Mm-hmm.
Logic,
Mm-hmm.
Michael
Slick
Jordan,
Rick, Rakim.
Tupac, Maya
I'm
Angelou.
like, what the
I'm
fuck?
like, nigga, are you? I feel like he just does this shit as a joke now.
Of course he does.
I
Of
feel like
course.
he just does this shit as a fucking joke, man.
Of course.
Because he wasn't name dropping like this in the past, but now since everybody
It,
made fun of it and shit like this, like, you know
it's
what?
become a thing now. Like people look forward to that.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy because honestly, I don't know, man. His verse was like my least favorite part of the song. I'm not gonna because it's just like, dude, your name dropping so fucking much. I don't even know what the fuck this song's
Right.
about.
That's not bars, and that's what I keep saying. I'm like, name dropping is not dropping bars, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I got my
So
M&Ms with my Dr. Dre's because every single day is gonna be a good day. Like, come on, man.
come on, man.
Talking about Ice Cube, I keep it cold. Niggas think I'm old. That's not what I've been. Like, come on, man.
You know, we you say take the ass shots out of hip hop and reconstruct it. Give me your slick chains and Rakim's bees are buzzing, beeper buzzing. I'm like, yeah, yeah. You know, you have to drop somebody's name in there. Every bar, he drops somebody's name. That's just what he does. You know.
And I
Like,
like
come
the
on,
game
bro.
too, but come on now.
Yeah,
And the last track, Sayonara. Um, this track right here is just pretty much him talking his goodbye to Def Jam Records, thanking them and shit like that too. I love when he said, "This is my Friday Night Lights track 19." Because it's funny because like that was like the farewell track on Friday Night Lights and shit like that too.
right, right.
Fucking classic mixtape, man. I don't give a fuck what
Definitely,
nobody says. That's a
definitely.
mixtape we should talk about one day.
Yes,
We
we
should,
should definitely.
yeah,
I,
man.
I, I love everything J Cole brought out. So
Yes, but yeah, this was definitely a very very hot record and stuff like that. Nice little farewell and shit.
yeah, it was. What I don't understand is the outro is 10 minutes long. It's the longest track on the whole album. What? Why did he? You know, decide that this is because he called out Def Jam on throughout the whole album, but I feel like he took this specific time to call out Def Jam, and he's saying like, "Oh, Def Jam have a bunch of fuckboys at the label. They don't know how to promote albums and shit. That you know what I'm saying? It's like, aren't you re-upping with Def Jam? Did he
Right.
mention that? Did he mention that in the song before that? Def Jam got to give him advance money. Yo, re-upping with Def Jam, but you're talking shit about the label that you're on. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I was kind of lost in that part too. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Like how did they like when he had to turn in the album to Def Jam and they're playing this album and they're playing the outro? What was they thinking when the executives is hearing this shit and he's talking about how there's fuck boys at Def Jam and they don't know how to promote music anymore? You know what I'm saying? I'm like I don't understand, dude. You know
Fucking weird, man. Shit.
what? It don't take you 10 minutes to talk shit about your label. Like he could have made this an outro if anything. Like why did you make it a whole 10 minute joint?
Mm.
You know.
Who knows, man? But yeah, that's all of the tracks of this record and shit like that. Um, Overall, to me, this is a very nice, dope record and shit like that. I was kind of scared on what out here. I was like 30 tracks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? He definitely did his thing on this one. He came back with this one and shit. Whether this is his last album or not, which I highly doubt. Who knows what will happen with this feature with Def Jam and shit like that too. Shit, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5.
Definitely love the production, all by Logic. I love the features on here. He definitely held his own with a lot of the features, and it has a this is like his boom bap album. Like it doesn't sound like Bobby Tarantino or Young Sinatra or the Everybody album. It don't sound like no other album he has. And I feel like this is like an ode to like you know the old school and that whole era in the '90s and it was great. It was definitely a great album. I didn't really care too much for all the skits except for Michael Rappaport and Nems, but this is a solid album. Definitely, I'm giving it a 4. I think it's his best album since. I like the Everybody album. I know people didn't care for it, but I think it's best. I think it's his best album production wise and feature wise, and you know, this is the type of albums that I want to hear from Logic because he's too talented lyrically to not do an album like this more often. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm definitely giving it, 4 mics. I love a lot of the songs, Vinyl Days and, Therapy Music. Orville was dope. 10 Years, that was a dope one. Porter One, Breath Control. He have a lot of solid bangers on here. So definitely a solid album for me. I think it's one of the best albums of the year.
I agree.
You know,
If I had to pick a gripe, my only gripe, I felt like some of the guest appearances outshined him on this song. Like majority of the guest appearances
right?
and shit.
Well, not too. I didn't really. I mean, with the exception of maybe I don't know, maybe the RZA. You know, I felt like he held his own with a lot of the features. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he collaborated with people that would normally do a collab with him, like Wiz Khalifa or Russ. He didn't really, he didn't have like a Jay-Z or Nas on here, but I
True.
felt like the features he had was like the artist that would have did stuff with him. Because sometimes like you might have an artist that, especially if they're like not not considered one of the best, but they make dope shit, and they might try to go out their way and try to get a artist they wouldn't normally work with, and then it's like that artist overshadows them. But I think a lot of the features he have on here, those are like I could see a lot of those artists working with him in the future. So
Definitely. Alrighty. I'm gonna stay on for like another couple of minutes, maybe 10, 15. I'm just gonna use the bathroom right quick.
yeah, do you think?
Yeah, man. It smell like fucking garlic and shit.
You smell like garlic. Yeah, that's good if you have vampires around your way. Salute, salute. You haven't heard a full Mac Miller track? You missing out. You missing out. You gotta check those Mac Miller joints, man. The kids mixtape, Macadelic, Faces, watching movies with the sound off. Those are like some of his best projects. Do I like garlic bread? Yeah, garlic bread is good. You know, you'll take Logic over Mac Miller. I mean, that's cool. Logic is dope too. I like Logic. I'm more of a Mac Miller fan though, but they both good. They both made great music. So Yep.
What the dealio?
Nems, yeah, Nems is dope. Where do I usually discover new rappers? I don't discover new rappers. It just be like, if I'm listening to like new music from somebody, I'm in a lot of group chat discussions. So somebody will mention the artist, you know what I'm saying? Or if I'm listening to like a new album on YouTube, they'll suggest an artist. That's usually how it happens.
Alright. What y'all talking about?
Nems. We already mentioned that.
That's how I was looking at myself like.
Q, are you slow? Like I think like you're retarded or something. Like we already talked about you was here when we talked about the R&B list. You're asking this again?
They just want to see us react. That's
Why? Why? What do y'all get from that?
let me lick you up and down till you say stop. You know what? It just hit me. Me and Aisha were listening to this song "Silk Freak Me." It's a weird love song constructively, but it worked out very well. Like, can you
It's a weird
imagine?
song.
It's a weird sex song. Like, imagine like you coming up to a female, let me lick you up and down till you say stop. Like,
Mm.
and then that one short nigga, cause tonight, baby, I wanna get freaky with you.
I don't read Rolling Stone. Like it might have been like once or twice where I bought a episode I bought a magazine from them because of who was on the cover and the stories, but they were never for us. They were never for our culture. If it wasn't the Source magazine or Ride On or Vibe or Fresh magazine, Rap Pages, Fader magazine, those are the magazines I was reading. Not Rolling Stone or Spin magazine. They're not for the culture.
Fuck
So
spin.
I was never a Rolling Stone fan. So I don't. When people look at the list and they feel it, I'm like, it's Rolling Stone. Like they don't fucking know about R&B and hip hop. So why would you get mad about their list? They fucked up their own rock and roll list. They put like 10 Beatles albums within the top 20, and not all of them belong in the top 20. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get upset about what list Rolling Stone came. They don't do R&B. They don't cover R&B. So I wouldn't care about what R&B list they had.
Y'all, I don't want to talk about Rolling Stone. I want to just talk about black music tonight. Like,
Right. They fuck what they say. I
I don't
don't
want
care
to.
about Rolling
I
Stone.
honestly don't want to. I've been. I'm Rolling Stone right now. I'm Rolling Stoned out right now, like dead ass. No pun intended.
That shit I wouldn't care about that.
Let me do another thing. You
Unless that
want
list
me?
is coming from Quincy Jones. If Quincy Jones coming made a like top 15 R&B list, and people was upset about certain albums not being on there, that's one thing because that's coming from our own people. It's coming from a legend like Quincy Jones, not fucking Rolling Stone. I could care less. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't never been to the hood, so they can't. You can't write about shit that you don't know about. You know what I mean?
Can we just talk about Silk right now, man? Like, since we
He's
all
so
talking about R&B, since we're talking about R&B,
oh man,
an R&B group that does not get us just due.
facts, facts.
I don't know what it is about me lately. I've been gems on some Silk lately. I don't know what it is, man.
Right? Yeah.
Y'all over here
You
talking
know.
about Rolling Stones, Spin, Complex, all that shit, nigga.
Right.
This is the pregame for tomorrow. I'm trying to be lit tomorrow and shit.
Right. Lit. You lit.
For real.
So who's joining us? So we got BJ showing his fucking face. Actually, we got BJ coming through.
Yeah.
What? BJ's gonna be here. He's not gonna give us some excuse. Oh, I can't make it, Reg. I gotta go to bed. I gotta take care of my kids. He's
I mean,
gonna be here.
I gave him a dope album and shit too. So
Oh, he's gonna be here. He's gonna be here. What? So I get to smoke. I get to smoke BJ for once without him ducking me.
y'all
Wow.
be killing me.
Just for that alone, people should show up. Don't even show up for what we bought. Just show up to have me to watch me smoke BJ and ask him why he feel like the Great Puff Daddy is a legend.
Let me lick you up, run down.
Yes, BJ has kids.
Reg, your Big Willie style review was classic. Appreciate that, Rob.
That was dope. I love it. Big Willie Styles a classic.
See, this is what I like about these new people. They always like to go back to my old videos.
That's great. Salute this
motherfucker be asking me to review shit I reviewed like years ago.
Salute this man. This man is doing everything. I hope to be like you, Reg Thompson, when I grow up one day.
Nigga, you older than me.
Reg Thompson is my idol. I hope to be like you one day, bro.
I appreciate that, bro.
This man is an artist. He's a producer. He's a rapper. Got his own channel. He's working. You're doing everything, bro. How do you do? Where do you find energy? Or is it the weed that you smoking? What is it? I need to know.
Man, I just try, man. I just put my mind into shit and I just let it go.
That's great.
Let's talk about Jeffrey Osborne. We've been mentioning Jeffrey Osborne a little bit lately on his channel.
Yes, we have. I have 2 Jeffrey Osborne albums on vinyl.
This is his first 2 solo albums?
I think it is. Yeah, it might be.
That's what everybody has and shit.
Can you woo? The woo song is on one of them. So
that was on his second album, if I'm not mistaken. Because the first one came out in '83. I finally figured out why. Thanks to I think it was either Ronnie or Sam. Yeah, I think it was Ronnie. I finally figured out why he could name it Woo Woo Woo, because I think he named it after his daughter.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of them told me that.
Well, what's his daughter's name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Shit. My favorite review was, oh damn, Sam, you took it all the way back to my first one. Shit. Okay,
I have that album. And I never talked about that album. The Organized Confusion album.
To me, my second favorite hip hop album was '94, next to Illmatic.
Really? Your second favorite?
Yes.
Over Ready to Die and everything else that came out that year?
Okay. My third favorite.
Your third favorite?
Yeah, Illmatic, Ready to Die, then Stressed, and then something. That's all I'm gonna say for right now.
Raw Footage said he feels like MJ history is a 4.5. Interesting.
I can't argue with you about that.
I don't think I gave it that. I gave it maybe 4, 3.5, 4. I don't think it was a 4.5 to me. But
I know I gave it. I think I gave it 4 Mike, either 4 or 4.5. Because I said some of the mixing on that album was kind of hunky dory and shit.
You think it was the mixing that the album came out the way it did?
That and his anger and shit too. You know what I'm saying? But certain tracks. You said what?
Michael was pissed on that album.
Can we talk about This Time Around though?
Yes.
The best song on that album.
Definitely. I love that song.
I'm taking your shit.
How many mics you give Jay-Z Volume 1?
Oh, that's easy. 4.5.
Definitely. That might be his most underrated album, in my opinion.
Either that or American Gangster for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like I said, these Jay Z fans be killing me. They be like, I want Jay to rap like Reasonable Doubt. He gave us American Gangster. Y'all just said, oh, it was okay. The fuck?
That American Gangster was solid.
It
That was a
was,
solid album.
to me, that's a personal classic to me. I don't give a fuck what nobody
Uh-huh.
say. I
That's a
like that
solid
way
album.
more. I like that way more than Black Album. I don't give a fuck.
No, I like Black Album more.
I mean,
I
Black
like I
Album
like
had
Black Album more.
they had just about my third car for sure. Y'all can have that.
I still bang that. I still think that was a banger. You know what I'm saying?
Russ,
I do agree with what Rawford is just saying. With like, yeah, there was some songs on History where the beat sounded louder than Michael, like on Scream.
yeah,
It sounded
yeah,
it was too loud on that track. And even like the title track, the History track, it was there was some songs where it's like you could barely hear them.
yeah. That's a lot of problems I had with some Michael albums post '91. The mixing,
Right.
especially when his voice got really
Mm.
low and the
Yeah.
beat was really strong.
Beat was louder. Yeah.
Yeah, like there was this one song he had unreleased called "In the Back"
Mm.
that was on. I think it was on like the Ultimate Collection compilation.
Mm.
Dope song, but the beat was way too fucking loud and shit.
Wow. Yeah. Well, he
But
needed Dr. Dre to mix that album for him.
well, mind you, Dre was supposed to work with Michael. People
Right.
forget
But
about this
he turned him down though.
because he felt like Michael was too big of an artist or
Yeah.
some shit.
Yeah. He said he's already a household name. He turned
But
him
but,
down.
but you work with Burt Bacharach or whatever. Okay, all right, yeah, all right. And that nigga doing shit for Dionne Warwick.
Right.
I mean, I'll just keep my mouth shut. Oh, I like this comment from Raw. Jermaine Jackson, "Word to the Bad" was the R&B version of Ether. Hell
Was
no.
that was that
Hell,
this song you did to Michael?
yeah, the song he
That
had to
shit was
redo.
that shit was bad. Cause I remember hearing that shit, and there's like a clip of him like on the Today Show, and he's talking about it. I'm like, is this nigga really on the Today Show talking shit about Michael? That
That
shit was
that
bad. I did not like that song at all.
no pun intended.
Yeah, it was bad, literally.
And it's crazy how I'm playing this time around when all of a
Mm.
sudden now they're trying to put Michael into Tupac versus Biggie.
Ah man, they gotta
Jesus
stop that shit.
Christ.
They gotta stop that shit.
I'm like,
Michael was loyal. Like he felt like if he did a song with Tupac, he would have been caught in the middle with that whole beef, and he felt like he's like, yo, I'm rocking with Big.
and people forget, Pac kind of criticized Michael Jackson and Eddie Murphy back
Mm,
in some 1992, 93 interview where he talked about blacks don't give back. But once he found out
right,
Michael was actually giving back, like he apologized or some shit.
right.
So maybe Michael kind of had felt some type of way about that. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. Michael heard everything. He wasn't gonna be like, oh, well, you was talking shit about me. Why would I do a song with you?
And I'm just gonna say this one thing because I don't want to make this a Pac conversation. It's like I love
Mm,
Pac and shit like that, but sometimes his family be thinking like, oh, Pac is like fucking perfect and flawless, and like Pac could do no wrong. Like Pac made some bad decisions too. Let's be real.
right,
He was
right.
on that gang shit. Like, let's be real. But that's all I'm gonna say because I want it to be a Tupac conversation or whatever.
Well, if you let BJ hear you say that, he's gonna definitely defend Biggie because he,
Well,
he feel
BJ
like Biggie don't.
BJ said some shit in the chat. He's talking about
Yeah,
how he was talking to his homeboy. He's talking about Pac was an average MC. I'm just like, you know what?
no, no, he wasn't.
I'm
No, he
not doing
wasn't.
this.
Stop
I'm
it.
not doing this.
I've heard people say that before. I'm like, Tupac was a poet, man. There's nothing average about
He
him.
was poet. To me, Pac was in the same class like with Chuck D, the Chuck D's and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But again, moving on. Ross said,
definitely.
"Is it true everyone was difficult with Tupac on that album?" I heard
I
some
never heard
stories.
that.
I heard some stories about that. Believe it or not.
Really? I never heard
Yeah,
that. They were difficult. How if it wasn't for Pete Rock, they wouldn't been resurrected from the dead, so to speak. With Down with the King, like Pete Rock definitely saved their careers.
that's true.
I never heard that about them being difficult or Run being difficult.
All fans are like this. Don't be a fan. Be a supporter instead.
I don't get the fans. I mean, the fans is the fans, man. Everybody got their own opinion on shit.
Yeah.
You know, I've never looked at Pac and felt like he was average. I'm like, Tupac is a goat, top five all time. You're not making nobody top five. You just average. At least for me.
Q said I want to have my own YouTube channel one day.
You gotta be versatile and not talk about Pac all the damn time.
Sam
You
said
know,
the self-titled Organized Confusion album is underrated. I agree.
yes,
Honestly,
definitely.
all the albums are underrated. Yes.
Mark was good. Salute.
Mark Nash in the building. What's up, boy? What's up, Mark? Hey, yo, Mark. I loved your video you did the other day about the R. Kelly verdict and stuff like that. Very dope video, by the way. I just want to get a spoiler alert. I do have an R. Kelly album for the collection video.
But
Stay tuned.
I have something that I bought from R. Kelly. So
Right. Just to get y'all prepared and shit.
yeah. Leave now or forever hold your peace. That's how I feel.
Actually, I have a little bit of everything. I have some rock, some jazz, some R&B, hip hop.
That's good.
The
That's
jazz,
good.
I'm gonna save for last because it's a jazz album you guys won't believe I got.
Hey man, what R. Kelly did in his personal life was bad, and he's gonna pay for it for 30 years. But music wise, he's definitely a goat to me.
Something tells me he's not gonna stay this whole 30 years. I'm just gonna be real.
Now I don't think he's doing the full 30 album. I think he
Because
got released before then.
if Cosby can get out in 3 years, now
Yeah,
Kells can get out.
yeah. I say 10 years the
Hell,
most. Say 10 years
hell,
he do.
if Jesse can spend 3 days in prison, then Kells can definitely get out.
I think 10 years if you get out on good behavior.
Hell, not even 10 years. I'll say at least no more than 8 years. Watch.
8 years? I think 10. I think he'll do 10. He's not doing the full 30.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's the end of an era and shit. Shit.
It is
Going out,
definitely, man.
end of an era. No more R. Kelly albums and shit, yo.
Well, I mean, who's to say he don't have stuff that's already completed and waiting to be released?
Man, with all his legal issues and shit like that, I doubt they're gonna ever release that shit. I'm just saying.
He might need to, if he have that many legal issues, he might need to release some albums.
You definitely got a point on that, Mark. Cosby was definitely a different situation. You got a point on that.
Right.
We'll always love that Revive track with Cam, Nori, and Jay-Z. Yo, Raw, man, that track, I always felt Nori had the best verse, and I don't say that a lot about Nori, especially when it's other people. If it's like War Report, because even in some War Report, Tragedy did outshine him. I'm not gonna hold you.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tragedy's verse on LALA, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
he has 30 years of material. Don't need new music. I mean, Babyface, he's been doing it for 30 more years, and he's dropping a new album. So, I mean,
Kel's got tons of unreleased music, tons of albums that hasn't been released yet.
hell, who's to say they might have dropped a remix album, all the stuff he remixed for other people and shit? Who's to say just to get
money? Right.
Random question: you like Color Me Bad?
Yes, I have their first album.
Get the fuck out of here, you do.
Yes, I have the first album.
Bro, I was so fucking close on getting that shit.
Why you didn't get it?
Because the motherfucker was only getting cash. I didn't feel like taking money out of my ATM and shit.
Oh, yeah, that first album that's solid. That's their best one.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like they had chemistry as a group or not?
To me, they had chemistry when they first came out. Like, I don't know what happened after 93, 94. And it just like it's like certain like once the members started leaving, I think that's when they got toxic for the group. But they always I never heard nothing of no beef with them when they came out like 1991. They were I didn't hear no beef about them. And then it's like when the Time and Chance album didn't do good, that's when we started hearing about you know certain group members had issues with within the group and they wanted out. And so I mean I just show you like after what the success of one album and then when the second album don't do good, that's when you start hearing about the bullshit.
Honestly, from what I looked up, and mind you, all of this information came after the lead singer pushed old boy on stage
Yeah,
and shit like that.
I saw
But
that.
everybody wants to make a big deal of Will Smith and shit. Okay, but yeah, what I looked up, lead singer, he had like a lot of substance abuse issues
Yeah,
and
yeah,
during that peak and stuff like that too, because
yeah.
there were moments where he broke down before
Mhm.
performing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But even like when I hear "I Want to Sex You Up" or "I'll Do Me or More," good singers, but like, let's just say with Jodeci,
mhm.
Casey Jojo had that chemistry.
Right.
Devontae Jojo had it's like every member had that unique chemistry. Boys to Men, Sean and Wanye, Mike Bass with Wanye and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Hell,
Right.
with even with TLC, Chili, Boss and stuff too. It's like
Mhm.
a group has to have a certain duo or just to harmonize, even if it's a harmonization or ad libs or just songwriting and nothing like that. Color Me
Right.
Bad never really had that, really.
They never really had what you mean.
It's just that chemistry, that unique chemistry within the group, like Tony, Raphael, Dwayne Wiggins, and shit like that. Hell, yes, Ronnie, Maurice White, Philip Bailey, and stuff like that. Temptations, David
Right.
Ruffin, Eddie Kendricks. And
Oh, they didn't have an identity. You mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's fickle. I think their identity is fickle because if you look at them at first,
Mhm.
you can definitely see here like the doo wop influences, early R&B influences, especially with
Right.
But
Right.
then after that first album, I feel like they didn't really have a lot of control over their music as too.
Dwayne Wiggins sang also on lead. Mark. He sang on certain songs.
Yeah,
Him and
Dwayne,
Raphael.
whatever you want
Yeah.
till last summer.
You know.
Don't sleep on Dwayne now.
Dwayne,
Shit, Dwayne.
Dwayne was good too. It's just that it was Raphael mostly on lead vocals, but Dwayne could sing too.
Yes, sir.
Call me back. Well, I mean, see, everything happened so fast that once I Want to Sex You Up took off, and then the album came out, it was like that. I don't think even for them like they knew how to handle the success, so
They
they
didn't.
didn't really get a chance to develop like a group identity or whatever with that album. You know what I mean? But it was. I mean, the album to me was great. It was a great first album. And then it's like you had the issues when once Time and Chance came out, and that was it.
By the way, yo, Mark, check out the song "Whatever You Want" from 2020 Tony. That's Dwayne singing all lead and shit.
They were put together. That's a group that was like put together by like with like like how groups came together with like auditions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
like,
that's
like
not a group that they didn't grow up together.
yeah. Moonflower said, "You like? I love Jade Moonflower. Mind you, we got a Jade double review coming very soon,
Now same with Jade. Jade was a group that was also put together.
and they didn't get along either.
They didn't get it. They still beefing on social media after all these years. They still beefing.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't forget Eddie Levert and Walter Wood. Oh, hell yes, Ronnie. Hell
Yeah.
fucking yes.
Yeah.
Especially niggas be sleeping on Walter too. Like Walter be putting it down, especially in them later OJ's albums, the '70s and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you can have a put together group like LSG was a put together group, but they each Sweet about to say Sweet, Keith Sweat, Johnny Gill, and Gerald Levert, they all had respect for each other because they were all legends. You know what I'm saying? They all had longevity.
Um, Two things. One, I didn't know Miss Jerry from Martin appeared on the Whatever You Want video. And
I didn't know that.
two, TGT was a put together group, and
Right.
y'all knew what happened with
Exactly.
that.
Now you see what happened with that, right? Because Genuine is not a group. He never been in a group. He just his thing was solo.
No, it's not even genuine. Fucking Tyrese fucked up the group.
Well, him too. They not no three of them was in a group. Like they all were new to that. So if you asking some solo artists to become suddenly be in a group, they're gonna have some issues. You know?
Yeah, TLC was put together because originally there was another member before Chili, but
Right.
as we saw in that TLC movie, she didn't really do too good and stuff like that.
Right.
But see, TLC was one of the few ones that they got along off the bat. It's just that personal issues and
Right.
stuff, you know. Ron, we're not talking about the band. We're talking about music and shit.
We already did that. We talked about the band last week.
Start over. Start
over. Walk to Brooklyn.
Y'all know where to make the good cheesecake.
Right. I want me a motherfucking cheesecake, or all y'all going home.
Oh my god! I wish a motherfucker would tell me to walk to get some cheesecake.
You walk into Brooklyn in Zero Below.
True.
Imagine that.
Right. What about the Temptations? Well, see, Q, the Temptations, they were a rare entity and shit like that because original members left. Eddie and Paul left the Primates to join them and stuff like. I think it was Paul who came up with the name Temptations, if I'm not mistaken. Start over.
Red Cafe. Red Cafe was always bad.
I don't even know any of them motherfuckers' names and shit, except for that Chop and Sale. You know I can find. Then you also got to be careful too, because you know there's certain groups, especially when colorism is involved and stuff like that. Watch there be a light skinned member of the group, and watch how they get treated compared to other members and shit. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Terrible.
Q said I would never have Puffy as my boss. Shit. That'll be killing me. Sometimes I'll be wanting to say some shit. He bought Escape to Jermaine's birthday party. Yep. Escape did form at Jermaine Dupri's birthday party. Yep.
Wow.
I mean, no, wait. No, they performed at Jermaine Dupri at his birthday party. Excuse me. Ronnie said favorite light skin singer.
What?
Favorite light skin singer?
I don't Ronnie. I don't just go around and look at people's skin color, be like, oh, well, this is my favorite dark skin singer, my favorite light skin singer. What difference does that make?
He said I would yell at him when he yelled at me.
And then he would have escorted you out of the building.
or show your album and shit.
Right? Show your album, exactly. Like he did with a lot of people.
Chico DeBarge. Honestly, I never fuck with Chico like that. He was alright.
He was good.
He was alright. I like that song he did with Joe.
Yeah, No Guarantees, the remix. That was good. No problem.
5 minutes and shit.
Huh?
I'm gonna set for like 5 more minutes and shit. Forget Bad Boy. Now it's Love Records.
Forget him totally.
Let's see how long that will last.
Right. We see how much love he got.
Oh, except light skinned Michael Jackson was cool. Q said Chica the Bar track. Oh no, never heard that. Only oh no
That's
I
the
know. Only oh no I know it's Pharaoh Monch. Pharaoh Monch most definite dog. Better chemistry: Michael Jackson, Jermaine Jackson, or David Ruffin or Eddie Kendricks. Definitely Ruffin and Kendricks for me.
better chemistry. What chemistry Michael had with Jermaine?
They had
He,
chemistry.
they did.
I'll be there.
You mean
Definitely.
like for ABC stuff? I guess with the ABC stuff, yeah.
Like those early Jackson records, they definitely had chemistry.
Is Price overrated? Who the fuck is Price overrated? Who's that?
You talking about Kelly Price? Oh, Prince. Prince.
Oh, Prince. Is Prince
Nah,
overrated? No. Hell no. No. Prince is right where he need to be.
I'm about to say Kelly Price.
I, I thought that was an artist. Price overrated? Who's that?
Yeah, Prince is never overrated, never
Nah,
underrated.
nah, he's a goat.
Kelly Price or Lil Mo. Oh, definitely Kelly Price, bro.
Michael looked like a lost Puerto Rican on the bad cover.
Y'all need to leave Michael alone.
Uh, as a vocalist, I think he's a great vocalist.
Yeah, I feel like he gets respect
He,
vocally too.
we- we're not being safe. We oh, trust me, Mark. We always speak our mind on here. I already came on and hurt people's feelings last week when I said Puff Daddy's not a legend. You know, Prince was a goat. Definitely, Prince was a great singer. We
Tony,
don't
Tony,
do safe. We do not do safe for here. I love the smoke.
Tony, whatever you want, or Guy, piece of my love. Oh, definitely whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm going with that too. Piece of My Love was okay. That's not one of my favorite guy records. Though.
I love piece of my love. That was another
No,
dope one.
he's not Berry Gordy at all. No, Berry Gordy of hip hop? Hell no. But Berry Gordy had a legendary label. I don't look at Bad Boy the same as Motown.
What is one of the most obscure albums you guys own? That's a good question.
Um, I have, if you want to call it obscure, I have the soundtrack for Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh shit!
So, yeah, there's a couple of obscure ones I have.
On top of my
That
head, I
was
got uh, on top of my head, I got Slime the Family Stones fresh, but a 1991 reissue where it's like an alternate version of the album and shit. So
mm,
that was
shit.
accident. So it was only released in Japan and shit.
Wow, check you out, Rich.
Right. I only played it once.
Pinkerton or the Blue Album. I love Pinkerton. Great album. Blue Album was great too. I like a couple of the Weezer albums.
I thought that was Weezer.
Yeah,
Fuck is Pinkerton?
I don't. What is he a legend of though? Like, what has he done that was so? I mean, other than discover Biggie, what did he do that was so great for hip hop? He basically robbed all of his damn artists, or they died on his watch. What was so great about him? I mean, I would like to know. Like, if people feel like he's a legend, that's great. I don't feel like he's a legend. I don't like what has he done that was so great for. I mean, he basically ushered in the shiny suit era. Not Cash Money, not No Limit. It's clearly all on Puffy. But and he took credit for shit he never did. Remixes, production. You know what I'm saying? What did he do that was so great for hip hop? I need people to let me know what he did. What did he do? You discovered Biggie. That's like his greatest achievement ever. You know, what did he do? You can't tell me he's a great producer because he don't produce shit. He don't write his own rhymes. He had Jay-Z and Nas do that for him. You know, if you want to say he was a great party promoter when he was at Howard University, that was like way back in the day. And even with that, like do anybody remember the City College incident? That a lot of people got died on his watch. What did he do that was so great?
I was just about to mention this shit too.
When Black Rob was in the hospital, did you go see Black Rob? No, he let Black Rob die. That's what he did. Okay, so you basically have the hitman, 13 producers that was doing all the work, and he was just coming in and what, adding a string or two to the beat, and for that he's a producer. Who was really putting Puff Daddy on the Mount Rushmore producers with DJ Premier and Pete Rock and the RZA and the Alchemist? I'm not. He made it more. Hammer was doing that before Puffy. Hammer already made hip hop mainstream way before Puffy did. So tell me again, what did Puff Daddy do to make himself be a legend? He's a visionary of what? He's a visionary of what?
In the hood, up to no good.
But Mark wants to join. This should be fun because I want to hear.
Mark was
I want to hear why he thinks Puff Daddy's a legend.
Well, I guess I have some time to kill. Fuck it.
He's a visionary of what? What do you mean he's a visionary? What did he do or what did he foresee that makes him a visionary? Okay, he went around and he styled artists for Uptown MCA. Okay, you was a stylist. A stylist don't mean that because you styled Jodeci, that's your group. You didn't produce shit for Jodeci or Father MC or Heavy Day Boys.
Never did.
What is he a visionary of how to ruin hip hop? But that's what he did.
Hey, yo, that link is only for Mark, y'all. Just let y'all know.
Yeah, exactly. He had the vision to steal motherfuckers publishing like Mace and Faith Evans and 112 and Cole Thomas. You know, artists that actually had talent that was on his label that he let go. But we're praising Puffy like he's a legend. Okay.
Hey, yo, try. Try.
Yo.
You saw that performance when Puffy saluted Sean on stage and shit like that?
And it isn't, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Sean do a 10-year bid for Puffy? I do remember hearing that. You know, that when the trial started, they had separate lawyers. If that's not shiesty, I don't know what is. But again, he's a legend to people though, right? Okay. I'm just saying, I'm calling facts here.
Yeah, bro, I didn't care for that BT Awards performance. I did like Sean's performance and shit like that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought Pete Rock did the beat for Juicy, right?
He did.
Right, but when you look on Ready to Die, it don't say produced by Pete Rock, does it? Okay, but he's a legend though, right? Okay, he's a legend.
Man, I said what I had to say about this conversation and shit.
I didn't realize there was so many Puff Daddy fans out here.
He's actually called Love.
He led Bad Boys as a unit, and where's Bad Boy now? Bond.
It's Love Records. Love.
And who exactly is on that label? Love Records? Okay.
Mark,
for somebody that don't have any love for nobody, I know how you could name your new label Love Records.
Oh my god. Oh,
I sound like a realist. That's what I sound like. I'm not ass kissing Puffy.
Love Records. Even that record label just sounds shady as fuck.
Love records. I got nothing but love for everybody. I love y'all.
They don't know the words.
I love y'all. Did you love the Locks when they had to petition with the fans to get off of Bad Boy to go to Rough Riders? Did you love them then? Did you love Mace? Do you love Mace enough to give him his publishing back?
Did you love?
I love everybody. I love you. He sound like a
Did you
politician.
did you love Kim Porter?
Exactly. Did you love Kim Porter when you were cheating on her ass with J Lo? Oh, I love everybody. Fuck out of here.
To my baby born.
Yeah. You love Kim Porter now, but you didn't say that shit back in the 2000s when he was fucking J Lo.
That was my least favorite part about the whole tribute and shit. I'm just like,
I need a girl to ride. I need a girl because he was missing J Lo because she was done with your ass. But I love people. I love everybody. Y'all can't see he's full of shit.
J-Lo went back to the Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, she did a U-turn. Literally, she did a U-turn to Ben Affleck.
She was like, "Y'all niggas are crazy." She was like,
She
"Y'all
was like,
niggas are crazy."
she was like Diddy or PD, whatever the fuck you call yourself. You ain't ruining my movie career. He loved people. If that's love, I would hate to see what he act like when he don't love people.
What's good, Mark?
Yo, hold on 1 second. Let me switch this audio.
All right.
This is funny.
I can't wait for BJ tomorrow. And
I feel like we might have to get like Puff Daddy on here so he could explain himself.
Weak.
It's Kells over Puff Daddy for me.
Not Kells over Puff Daddy.
Yes, Kells, the GOAT of R&B, not Bobby Brown, the guy with only one classic album to his name, and was begging New Edition to come back.
What's popping, my G?
What's good?
Y'all hear
What's
me?
good, Mark?
Yeah.
All right. What's good? What's good? Try like
What up?
Try.
What's
Yo, try. What's up with the vitriol, the venom?
It's not venom. It's
My
like
brother,
yo, look,
you
listen.
ain't even talking about hip hop. You talking about niggas getting shot in the club, Black Rob on the deathbed, homie. Like that, of course. I mean, the way you, man, I don't want you to ever be the prosecutor on my case, homie. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail if it's on the trial. This nigga's the lead prosecutor up here. Good night. Damn, homie. This nigga talking. He died on your watch. I was like,
he did, but we speak of fact. Listen, we all from that era. Okay, like yes, Bad Boy was great for a couple years, just like Death Row was, right? But the minute that Biggie died, and the minute that Mace decided to retire, that's when things went downhill. When the boss decided to become his own artist, that's when things went downhill for that label.
He had to keep that ship afloat, though, homie.
I get it, and yes, and I'll give him that.
How many records did Mace sell, and then just gonna retire after he got the advance for the next album? Talk about you getting saved,
right? Yeah, I'll give him that.
They came back and retired again.
If you remember, there was a Rolling Stone issue. I believe it was '97 when No Way Out came out. And what did they have on the cover of it? The king of hip hop? No, he was never the king of hip hop. Never.
Well, look, I get you, man. But let me say this though, homie. The reason why he is a legend is he sold over 400 million records, bro. That gotta mean something. In an era where people had to go to the store. Huh?
Uh-huh. That's what people that care about album sales. I don't care about that.
Okay, but I'm just saying that's why he's a legend, homie. In an era where people had to go to the store, the man sold 400 million records, homie.
Okay.
That means something.
To who?
Business, to the industry.
Does that mean something to you? When you look at Puff
something?
Daddy, do you look at him as a legend?
Say what?
When you look at Diddy, do you look at him as a legend?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because he's done something legendary.
What besides selling 400 million? What has he done?
What you mean besides selling 400 million?
Besides selling 400 million and discovering Biggie, what did he do?
What did he do? Bro, how many people sold 400 million records? Because what the game you playing is slick. You want people to say things so you can rebut them. I wish you would tell me why
I'm not doing that.
I'm saying a legend. Because
I am a fan of this culture. I am saying I've seen Puff Daddy live.
Leave out the personal stuff and tell me why he's not, and let me play the game you're playing. Let me be the one to rebut you.
Other than discovering Biggie and ushering in, he basically ushered in the whole
Faith Evans. He don't get credit for Faith.
Yeah, but Faith would have been huge to me.
That's not fair though, man. We don't know. We can't say that. We can't say who would have been what. We know a whole bunch of people that can sing as good as Faith Evans, and they ain't got no record deal, homie. We see him on American Idol all the time trying to make it.
Right.
So that's not fair.
Again, the original Bad Boy lineup, yes. Biggie, Faith, 112.
112, come on. All of these people sold millions of records. What do you mean? You just naming them up.
But
what about Mary J? He don't get credit for
she wasn't on his label. You produced allegedly you produced her first two albums.
But he A&R'd the project with Jodeci and Mary J, right?
Okay, but that's not his artist.
It don't have to be his artist. That's something that was his job. In the business, he A&R'd the project.
That's
a job.
Last year when he wanted to battle Jermaine Dupri in the verses, what did he do? He was playing Jodeci music. Jodeci not his group. He didn't produce nothing for Jodeci.
You know what A&R and what? Hold up, okay. And another thing too, producing ain't just you touching the keyboard and touching the drum pad, homie. That's not just there's more levels to producing than that. To be a music producer, you don't have to touch a
when you look at the real producers that make beats like Premier and Pete Rock, Puff Daddy was not one of them.
That's a beat maker though, homie. That's not necessarily being a producer. It's some beat makers that are producers. It's some producers that are beat makers.
When you look at Babyface, what is Babyface to you? A beat maker or producer?
He's more than that because he's the songwriter too.
Exactly. Everything that Puff Daddy isn't.
He played the instrument.
Everything that Puff Daddy isn't.
That's not saying Babyface ain't a legend of his own.
No, I'm saying he is a legend. I'm saying when you look at Babyface, what do you see? He does everything that Puff Daddy didn't do.
Man, though, bro, he's a singer. He's a songwriter. He plays the guitar. He plays the keys. He does film like that. That doesn't mean Puff didn't sell 400 records. That don't mean he didn't start off as an A&R.
You're still going off with the 400 million that sold.
No, because that you can't take that away. You can't mention him without mentioning it, and it's more than that now. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that away. You can't take away
Vanilla Ice went fucking 10 million with his first album. So is he a great lyricist?
That's a whole nother conversation. But that doesn't mean. But look, he didn't do 400 million, but also he didn't discover other groups. He didn't put other people on. You know, Puff put other people on. He discovered other talent.
He put other people on, and then he robbed them blind behind their back.
Okay, then no. We can't say
that's not what he did. That's not what he did with the locks.
You're talking about his business acumen. You might not like his business savvy. He might be a ruthless businessman, but that doesn't still mean he's not a legend, bro. He might be a terrible person, but he's still a music legend. Though.
He's a music legend because of the groups that he signed.
That counts, bro.
What about Berry Gordy signed more legendary artists on Motown? Is Berry Gordy not a legend?
I didn't say he wasn't. You naming other legends trying to take away.
I don't feel like Puff Daddy on a level. I don't feel like Puff Daddy's on Berry Gordy level.
Hey, look, how about this? Some would say Vanilla Ice is a legend because we still know his name today. But that don't mean he's on the same level of a Puff Daddy, and that don't mean Puff Daddy's on the level of a Berry Gordy, as far as what his label did. But Berry Gordy had help too, though. You think Berry Gordy was out there doing all the
how many careers Dr. Dre started? Eminem, Kendrick, 50 Cent.
Some say Kendrick was already out, man.
Yeah, but he wasn't popping until he signed with Aftermath. He didn't have a buzz until he signed with Aftermath.
Fair enough.
Come on,
that doesn't mean
Dr. Dre is a real legend to me.
They're not competing against each other though. We're not even competing them. They're comparing them. They're both are legends though. Jermaine Dupri, legend. But I'm telling you, it's harder than you think. How many? Look, Swiss Beats is super talented. He had a record label, full service. He couldn't, and he's a beat maker and a producer. He didn't sell the records Puff did. He didn't put the X together Puff did. You don't think Swiss was around hundreds of, if not thousands of dope rappers? A lot of these guys try their hand at having a record label, and they just can't do it. Sometimes you strike gold, but this guy kept striking gold. Yo, he couldn't miss at one point. And at some point, you got to realize, oh, it's kind of him. Because everybody else, when they leave him, they kind of flop.
No, they flop because he put word out in the business. Don't fuck with 112 because they're not on my label anymore. I'm not making money off of them. Same thing with Total. Anybody that you look at, except
some of those people. No, man, some of those people have internal conflicts within those groups.
Yeah, but 112
like the girl from Total got saved. The guys in 112 they beefing. When you go see 112 in Atlanta, it's two 112s performing. You got Q, you got Q and I think Slim and Deron are together, and Q and Mike are together. You know what I'm saying?
They're beefing now, though. But I'm saying after they left Bad Boy, though.
Going on for years, though.
No, after they left Bad Boy and they went to Def Jam, they were still coming out with heat. Nah,
man, they flop. But that shit flop, man.
Nah, I disagree. Those albums on Def Jam were fire. They just wasn't getting that same type of promotion.
You like them, but you didn't buy 1 million copies of them.
I'm only one person. I can't. You know what I'm saying? My consumer.
Well, I'll Google it real quick though, so we can end facts. And do facts only, because Def Jam definitely put the bug shooter behind them. They had a dope single. I think it was that Yes song, right? Dun, 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 yes. Dun, 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 yes.
Oh, the you already know.
You already know. Is that the Def Jam joint, right?
Yes.
I didn't even know they did another Def Jam album.
Yeah, they have like two on the label.
Record sales. £112. Let's go to that.
If that was the case, everybody on that label would be selling. When he did Making the Band, did they sell? No.
Hell yeah, that first album went platinum.
Nobody bought that. Come on, Mark. Nobody bought that. Nobody bought that. You gotta find me somebody that actually bought
that. They had a fan base based off the TV show.
Nobody bought that,
bro.
Nobody bought that album.
How many people bought this shit? The motherfuckers got another album.
You know people actually bought that album. You know people actually bought that album then.
No, but that don't mean nobody didn't. But you missing the point, bro. You missing the point. In the heat of the moment, the show was doing numbers on MTV.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Dave Chappelle spoofed this shit. Motherfuckers walking the cheesecake, they fighting and shit. We saw these guys get chosen. It was like a American Idol, but we putting together a group. It had never been done before. Legendary shit. We still know who some of these people are to this day.
Unfortunately,
so,
because of
you hating now. Listen,
hey,
unfortunately, man, they was able to take care of their family, do some things, got out the hood, the world.
So you would have been. So you an artist, right? You an artist. So you mean to tell me you would have projected yourself? Hold on. You an artist, right? So you mean to tell me you would have been on that show
first, sir? Let me answer the other one first. Don't forget what you was about to say. Let me answer this part first. That album had a built-in fan base, bro. And me and you, we might not have bought it in the hood, but people who watch MTV, they bought it. Some people bought it. Some people bought it just because of Puff and the marketing.
Why?
But let me tell you though, I'm gonna tell you how successful it was. They did it again, and then he did it again, and then he did it. You know, he did it with Danny DeCane. Then he did it again and found Day 26. Then he did it again and found some white dude. I forgot.
Who's the white dude?
I forgot.
I forgot his name. I know who he's talking about.
Yeah, but yeah, man, he did it a few times, man. They kept letting it, like, bro, shit was successful. And Danny DeCane sold some records, yo. Day 26, first album, sold some records. I'm just telling you, man.
You're an artist.
Successful people
There is no way you're gonna tell me that you would have put yourself through that embarrassment on that show.
But you don't know that going into it, my brother. You just like, yo, I'm about to be signed to Bad Boy. Okay. You don't know you about to walk.
And then when it comes to that mission, and he's like, oh, well, you gotta walk on the Brooklyn Bridge for cheesecake in 0 below degrees. You're gonna do that? Or for a contract? You're not gonna do that because you got dignity, right? You're not gonna degradate
your army, bro. I've done basic training and shit. I think I would have walked for the cheesecake.
Oh my god!
Because especially I got my troops right there with me. We all walking together, talking about it. We getting, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I was one of those people who almost, cause look, at that point these dudes were fighting and shit in the studio.
Yeah,
well, just blowing the opportunity that many of us would have loved to have.
You know why they were fighting? Because they wanted to really fight Diddy. That's why they were fighting. They couldn't fight Diddy. They wanted to fight. They had to fight each other.
Start over.
No, y'all not gonna fuck up my man's song like that.
But it was trash though. He wasn't lying.
Come on, man.
It was trash. You just said this shit was trash.
It's not even the
project. What you think them takes was sounding like?
It's the whole method and the way that he went about it, embarrassing them kids on there. It's not even about the song.
I don't think he was embarrassing them.
So you would have did that if you was a record executive. You would have had motherfuckers.
If I was an exec, but if I was somebody trying to get a record deal, and I don't went through that whole gauntlet of going through it. I don't told everybody, yo, I'm with Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep in mind this shit is happening before you guys see it on TV. I don't want to get sent home. I don't tell people I don't move to New York. I'm staying at the daddy's house mansion. It's me and my group. Yo, I'm in a group. Come on, man. These are real people. It was, man, I didn't want to go back home to the hood. Yeah, I probably would have walked for the cheesecake, especially I got some people walking with me. Shit, man, we're gonna make a trip of it, but I'm just built different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was in the army. And had to do clean toilets with a toothbrush, bro. It's very humbling. You know what I'm saying? Clean the showers. It's 63 people in this room. It's my day, and me and my battle buddy, we got to clean this whole bathroom. 63 people don't shit and piss in this motherfucker, bro. Several times, but it's our day. So I have a lot of humility anyway. So to change my family life forever, yeah, I would have walked to the cheesecake, bro. But they ain't saying I wouldn't do. I'm gonna do any and everything. But nah, man, I walking to go get the cheesecake because I was in there fucking up, fighting and shit. Yeah, man, it's better than getting sent home.
So salute to you because everybody don't think like you. So you just came from a humble experience.
LL Cool J said, I remember listening to them talk to LL Cool J, and he was like, "Yo, same thing." He said, "Yo, when I was trying to get on, I would have." He said, "I would have did." He said something more extreme. He was like, "Yo, I would have walked to blah blah blah. Or I would have walked there twice." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or every day. You know what I'm saying, to change my life. I just think some of that stuff that TV show was hectic. It was hectic, but I think a lot of that stuff your issue sound like personal things that you see and hear in the media.
But it really happened though. This is what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I remember listening to Hot 97 and hearing Styles threatening with a chick. He's like, yo, if you come up here, I'm gonna fuck you up with this shit. You remember that? You remember when the Locks was on Hot 97 with Angie Martinez and Puffy called in and he's arguing with them. He's like, yo, I'll be up there in a minute. He ain't show up because he know better. You not gonna show up against the Locks.
He said, man, come to the office, man. Come to the office, bro.
He didn't want to show up to Hot 97 because he was getting his ass kicked.
His head and shit, right?
Yeah, he didn't want no seat, no part of Jada. He didn't want no part of Sheik.
They said no. He said, why come to your office where you got like 40 bodyguards there with guns and shit? They the only ones gonna have guns and some shit like that where they all the bodyguards. But I'm just saying, he called in calm. He was like, man, why y'all up here doing this? I know y'all, man.
They had a fan petition. Who does that? They had a fan petition outside of the Bad Boy offices to get off of the label. I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
But you know what? Why people don't do that? I remember Fat Joe said that. He said when it's Fat Joe and Diddy, because we in the spotlight, the fans know us. He said nobody's going to Tommy Mottola, Jimmy Iovine's house and let such and such go. Nobody's going to what's my man, Clive Davis. Yeah. But since they're rappers, they from the quote unquote culture. You know who they are. You know their names. Like you know what I'm saying. Nobody said Sylvia Rone drop. Let me go from the label. Nobody's doing that because you don't know him. But you know Diddy. You know Fat Joe.
Fat Joe's a whole nother story. The way he did Terror Squad dirty, that's like a whole nother thing. Refused to work with Pun's son, all that.
I'm hearing the opposite. I heard the opposite. I heard Pun's wife doesn't rock with him, so in turn, his son doesn't.
Yeah, I heard that too. But even if that's the case, just the way that after Pun died, he got rid of Triple C's, you called Tony Sunshine a bum. He sliced Cuban Link's face up at the birthday party. He did some dirt too.
Everything does for every action, it's a reaction. Like the way you make it seem like he dropped them. What were they doing?
He dropped them because that was Pun's. Pun brought those artists to Terror Squad, including Remy. He discovered Remy. Wasn't Fat Joe?
Yeah, right. But those guys won't produce in the rock. Well, he just got to carry
him.
He
didn't give them a chance. What do you mean? Hold up. So how long he was rocking with Armageddon? Armageddon never dropped the album, and he was one of the first ones there.
That's Do we know his work ethic? Who was checking? Come on, man. Stop that shit. Now I'm putting a case on you now, man. Niggas was not out here demanding no Triple C's Armageddon album.
Yes, he was. Look, the Cuban Link album never dropped, and I remember seeing the bootleg for that at a sneaker store of all places.
It sounded like it was in the right place.
No, it wasn't. It was a dope ass album, and Fat Joe never came out with it. Why is that? Because he didn't want to share the limelight with Cuban Link. Because that was come on, man.
Man, Cuban Link couldn't touch Fat Joe sneakers, bro.
Terror Squad is not just Fat Joe. It was a whole bunch of other members that was dope,
man. But they wasn't that good, man. The cream rise to the top.
Wasn't that good? Triple Six wasn't that good.
Nah, they won't.
Nah, man, I disagree. That first Terror Squad album is a classic.
Joe, the Terror Squad, the best people on Terror Squad was Pun, Remy, Joe.
No, the first Terror Squad album before Remy came there, Triple Six was fire. Cuban Link was fire.
Man, I'm just saying, man, we don't know motherfuckers' work ethic neither, man. Just because somebody is good, when you hear them, we don't know how long it took them to do that.
The album was finished, and he
say that same shit about AZ. Say he has
work
ethic.
What about Remy? He had issues with Remy when the album dropped, and she felt like it didn't get enough promotion. What happened with that?
Ask her, because she ended up squashing the shit with her. So evidently she moved forward.
Yeah, but I'm saying at that time she was mad because he wasn't promoting the album.
I mean, I remember she had the singles out, man. She was out. She had the singles, but I'm saying, bro, the girl put herself on the shelf for how long? You skipping all of that out. What happened with Remy Ma?
Well, yeah, that she did do that to herself. I'm talking about when the album came out before she was.
That was going to peak of her success. She had an album out when that shit was going on, and then goes to prison.
He don't even acknowledge none of them no more. He finally acknowledged Tony Sunshine. Now that's his homeboy again. But before it was like, oh, Tony Sunshine, he's a bum. He can't sing this and that.
But he can't sing like that.
Tony Sunshine was dope for what he did, man. He didn't give him time to get out with the album.
He was dope for what he did. Come on, B.
He was dope for what he did. Well, we don't know because he never dropped the album thanks to Fat Joe.
We heard him on them hooks.
And you didn't like it.
We heard him on those hooks.
You didn't like it. You don't like it. You don't like him on All I Need. Come on, man.
Crickets.
Come on, man.
Crickets.
He was a dope ass singer, yo. He just needed an album out. He had a couple of bangers.
Oh man, he needed to put the blunts and the Hennessy down and woke on his voice, man.
Oh my god.
Chill.
Yo.
Who knows what other kind of issues he might have had some of that. Ooh-ee.
Oh my god.
Nigga in the studio sounded like Ray J at the verses and shit.
To my baby born. To my baby born.
To
my baby born.
Yeah. Right. Tell him, Red.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I just come from a different space too, because I've been in these studios with these dudes, man, and seeing how long it take them to record how hard it is to stay focused. And when you see some people in there, they're like, damn, that motherfucker super focused, and he knocking them like somebody like Rocco. People might be like, yo, Rocco ain't this and that. Man, I seen Rocco go in that bitch and just knock him out. Bang, bang, bang. Leave, come back. Bang, bang, bang. Knock out another 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I ain't just talking about just a couple, like he would do a verse and a hook. Go to the next song, verse and a hook. Go to the next, like he was laying skeletons for the songs, and then he came back in like later on, and he'll have people like that. I guess he's shopping the records. Saw Charlie Baltimore in there. What's his name? She was with Trick. Yeah, man, that dude was in there moving and shaking. I seen, and then on the flip side, I seen BBD go in there and don't do shit all night long. And they've been in the game for how long? They just in there, damn, they look like they just having a party in there. You know what I'm saying?
But they're allowed to do that. They legends.
You're missing the point, though.
I hear you. I hear you on that. I'm just saying.
Just saying. They allowed to just go in there and just fuck off the budget, huh?
If it's their money, why not?
I mean, technically it's a loan. And we don't see what they've been having going on their whole career. They should be more focused. Yo, honestly, blah, blah, blah. Them niggas pulled up in the Rolls Royce Phantoms and shit. Did nothing.
Wow.
Respect.
Honestly, even as an artist myself, when it comes to certain artists that want to work with me and shit, they just be bullshit in the studio, not even rehearsing their fucking lyrics and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So
you got some bars,
you said what?
You got some bars? You be singing.
Oh, I be rapping and shit, producing.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, I thought I told you, bro.
Never heard of it. No.
It never heard of it.
I could have sworn I told you because I knew you were an artist and shit too.
Hell nah. Hell nah, you never told me that. You ain't never played none of your shit over here?
Nah, because usually like when y'all be going on and shit, like, I be sleeping sometimes mostly. I don't even be
you
up.
ain't never played it on your show?
Oh yeah, I play on my show sometimes and shit, yeah.
Okay. What he sound like, Try?
I like it. I like his production, and I tell Reg, there's always room for improvement. I want him to improve on the lyrics, but the producing is dope. I like it. I see where it's coming from.
Safe.
That's not a safe answer. I'm telling you. I told the same thing I told you is what I told Reg. It's not a safe answer.
He really told me that shit. No lie.
I really told that.
Right.
We talk every day.
Though. Yeah, you told him that, but that's
what, I'm not gonna. What? I don't feel like he's whack. If he was whack, I would be like, "Yo, you got to change some shit up now."
And mind you, this nigga calls almost.
See, look, even when you just said he's whack, you said you wouldn't say he's whack. He said if he's whack, I would say, "Hey, you got to change some shit up."
I do care about what I say to people because that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? If it was somebody I don't know, it'd be different. I'd be like, "Yeah, your shit is whack."
Okay. So you did give him a safe answer.
No, I didn't give him a safe answer. I told him exactly how I felt as a listener, but Reg is the homie, and even you, like if I listen to your music and it might be something that's, I'm not gonna be like, yo, this is Mark, or this is whack, Mark. I'm gonna be like, yo,
I need that. I want that brutal honesty, bro. I need to hear it straight like that, bro. This shit is whack. That punchline was cheesy as fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need to hear it. I need to hear it straight raw like that. So when I tell you fuck you, nigga, I want to be able to really mean it.
Okay.
So when I say fuck you, you don't mean shit to me with your opinion. It ain't for you, nigga. I want to be able to feel it the same way when you say, man, this shit whack.
Right.
I want to be able, well, fuck you, nigga, you whack.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to be able to mean it both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But nah, everything ain't for everybody though, too.
Right.
Damn, man, I want to hear one of these joints, Reg. Let me hear something. Email it to me. Where I find it at? It's online.
Yeah, I got Spotify and shit. What's your email?
Oh yeah, Mark Nash 27 at Gmail.
Mark Nash 27 Mitchell.
No, nigga, at Gmail.
Oh,
you thought I said Mitchell for real?
My speaker was breaking up. That's why.
Yeah, my nose is a little stuffy too, man. I hope I ain't getting COVID. Is COVID a legend? Try? Is COVID
a legend?
COVID a legend?
Let me tell you, I got vaccinated fully, so that's no joke. COVID is real out here. You know, and I was against taking it, and then but I had a homeboy that he had like some health problems, and you know he wanted to hang out, and I'm like, well, I can't hang out around you because I didn't take no vaccine yet, so I purposely got fully vaccinated because of that. So yes, COVID is for real out here.
That nigga said I can't even kick it with my homeboys.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta get out.
And I wanted to, exactly. So that's why I did it, because I wanted to hang out with him. So
Somebody said, "Do you like Cool G rap, Mark?" No, Too Short. I'm sorry. I like Too Short as being a legend. I respect him, but I really don't be in the car like, man, damn, man, I need to hear this Too Short album.
yeah, I wasn't big on Too Short either.
Like, I just think he wasn't that in the lyrical pocket like that for me. But
Right.
for what it was worth at the time, yeah, he's a legend. Cool G rap, dope as hell.
Yeah, definitely.
And who doesn't like Teddy Pendergrass?
Facts.
Who doesn't? So yeah, I appreciate y'all asking though. Reg, you sent that? I'm about to play it.
Yeah, send it to your email and shit.
All right, I'm gonna check this shit out, man. I appreciate it, man. Now, what you send to Spotify? Or you sent?
I send my whole Spotify shit.
I didn't get it. MARQNASH, the number 27.
Oh, 27. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I said
Damn,
24.
yeah, I'm about to check this out, man. I'm so disappointed in you, Try.
What did I do? How are you disappointed in me? What did I do?
No wonder y'all niggas doing a review show, because y'all niggas hate everything.
Nah, we don't hate everything. People feel like we hate everything.
Niggas up here hated it.
No, that is not. That's far from the truth with us. We're so versatile in what we like, but it's like I feel like I was saying this earlier with social media. It's become a thing where if you don't like everything that everybody else like, they look at you differently.
Yeah, you're a hater.
Nah, that's not what it is at all.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, well look, let me ask you and Reg this. I don't know if y'all seen this game. It's like overrated, underrated, or rated properly, right? We was on the show doing it. Let me ask y'all this. AZ. Overrated, underrated, or rated properly? What's
Underrated.
Underrated.
I think he's the most underrated MC from New York City.
Wow.
Yeah. Very underrated. A lot of his albums went under the radar. You know, people feel like he got only one classic album, but they're not checking for Pieces of a Man. They're not checking for Asiatic. 9 Lives was solid.
Those two were hard. Both of those two.
Yeah.
Which one had I Just Want to Be There on it?
That was 9 Lives.
Damn.
No. That was well, Asiatic. My bad. That was Asiatic.
Yeah, that's the one with Nas in the Essence, right?
Yeah, that's interesting.
He
Yeah.
bless you with the new haircut. Lenny, he bless you with the sharp fade. Yeah, they go off.
That was fire.
Right,
even the street album Sosa was underrated too.
Yeah, Sosa was dope.
Sosa. AZ Sosa.
Never heard of it.
Respectfully.
Wow.
Respectfully. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. I'm sorry. Beyonce, overrated, underrated, or rated properly?
Ooh, shit. Honestly, I'm gonna say rated properly.
Beyonce is a talented artist. I think her fan base overrates her, though. I will say that.
Asking you, not her fan base, man.
But I don't think she's overrated, because I feel like she's a great artist at what she do. You know, she can sing, she can dance. She's a great artist. But I've never been a huge Beyonce fan like that. You know, except for like a couple albums. But I feel like she is overrated at times.
Okay.
You know,
Bobby Brown, overrated, underrated, or rated properly?
solo wise or with the group?
Bobby Brown, overrated, underrated, or rated?
I think that's a 2-part question though, because I feel like a lot of people look at him like he was the king of R&B. I don't feel like he was. He had one classic album. You know,
I say right on it. He has his hate, he has his love.
I think them first 3 albums, we was talking about Bobby on the show over there. I think that first one went platinum. That second one went like triple crazy. It might have been like, I forgot. I can pull it back up. and because they were saying his third album, Bobby, flopped. It flopped.
That was a good album. That was a good album.
It didn't sell as much as Don't Be Cruel though.
Yeah.
It just didn't do what. Yeah, it just didn't do what the Don't Be Cruel.
That's his last solid album though.
Yep.
You know.
Okay, here we go. High Five. Reg.
Underrated.
Try.
Underrated.
Why?
Yeah.
How many?
Because I think they have a classic album, but I feel like they were more like the New Edition that never got the love that they deserved. They were like New Edition, but without the big pop hits. You know.
Man, they got Kissing Game.
Yeah, but it wasn't a pop hit. It was an R&B hit. Pop hits, like they don't have a Candy Girl. They don't have a Candy Girl or Popcorn Love or Mr. Telephone Man.
I think I lied. I think that is theirs.
Then that's a pop hit?
That's their pop hit for that time. I think.
What about She's Playing Hard to Get?
That was a hit, but is it a pop hit?
Well,
that was a hit.
What is pop? Popular. Pop ain't nothing but popular.
But they wasn't popular even when they were out though.
That Kissing
Game was fire.
It was pop.
Because they weren't like on Boys to Men level like at that time.
Who is though? Then or now?
Right. That's true.
Since Boys to Men came out, who's been on? They shut everybody group down. Everybody was trying to bite this style.
That's true.
Ooh, that's a good one. How many classic albums does Jodeci have?
3.
What are they?
I say they got 2.
Reg, what are the 3? Them first 3?
The first 3.
And the next one's Diary of a Madman and The Show, The After Party, The Hotel.
Yeah, and Forever My Lady too.
Yeah, see, I was. Go
ahead.
Go ahead, try. Which one for you?
The first two, Forever My Lady and Diary, or the classics. See,
I think that first album was kind of top heavy, man. I was arguing with somebody the other day. I think Jodeci only had one classic album, yo.
Nah.
Who says that?
Nah, no.
Yeah, man. Like Jodeci. Now we can all make our playlist and put our best 12 Jodeci songs together, and we'll have the best. We had nothing but lit. But this, I was looking at this damn playlist for this. What was this first joint right here? Forever My Lady. Straight list. It's them first 4. Like it's that Stay, Come and Talk to Me, Forever My Lady.
Right.
I'm Still Waiting.
Yep.
And then you get the You and I. And after that, it's started. None of that shit. Like the rest of it is as big as those other ones.
But they have big hits on the second album. Cry for You was big. Fiendin'.
There's 13 tracks on this joint. We love the first 4.
Okay.
We forget about the rest of this shit, man. Exes We Share, Treat You, It's All Right, Plaything,
right.
Gotta Love, My Phone. Come on, bro. We can't call it a classic if you only got 4 up there. Like, this ain't Trey Songz Ready.
Wait, what?
That was a classic. That's what
I'm talking about. I said,
hold on.
That was a classic album. What you mean?
No, wait a minute. What's not Trey Songz Ready?
Forever My Lady.
Nah. Y'all
I know it's nostalgic. People ain't gonna like it, but look at the track list. You don't know these songs.
Hold on, man.
You don't know these songs, man. How My Phone go?
The title track alone of Forever My Lady. Come on.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna have one song and 13
talk to me.
Just call it a classic.
Nigga, Come and Talk to Me.
Yeah,
that's it. That's what I'm saying. It's the first 4 songs. Stay.
No.
Talk to Me. Forever My Lady. I'm Still Waiting. After that, it shit start going downhill.
Nah, that's a classic album, man.
Okay,
I don't know.
But tell me how Plaything. Hold up, somebody on the panel tell me how Plaything go.
The playlist?
Plaything. They got a song called Plaything.
Okay.
How it go?
I skipped over that track. That wasn't one of my favorites, but that's not one of my favorites though.
How It's All Right, Exes We Share, Treat You, Cherish, my
You
phone.
want me to sing the
I
song?
want you to sing anything from any of them other songs. Cause we all know Forever My Lady. It's like a dream. We all know Come and Talk to Me. We know Stay. Can y'all we all can just spit any part of that. Can y'all spit any bar of any hook from the rest of this
you and I was a great song though. Like the chorus was great.
Right. That's in that first five, right?
Yeah.
Plaything goes like, "Come on, baby, go and play with me." Doesn't go like something like that, right?
I don't know.
What you mean? You know the album, man?
No.
I don't got the album.
No. I'm talking to Mark. I thought Mark know the album though.
No, I don't fuck with it. No, I know them first 5 songs.
The album is a classic.
Really just play them first 3.
No, the album is
didn't
great.
play you and I will never man. I would rewind, man. Start it back over. Put it on Stay. Come and Talk. Lady. Start the whole album over.
If we look at Diary got the first 4 classic records. My Heart Belongs to You, Cry for You, Fiendin'.
Shit, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, but the whole album is great though. I'm just saying those first 4 are hit singles. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it right here. Same, My Heart Belongs to You, Cry for You, Fiendin'. So what about us?
Right.
Same formula. After that, ain't nobody playing no Ride and Slide.
Yes, they are. What are you talking about? Alone? Alone is one of my favorite tracks on here.
Y'all be playing You Got It with Redman?
Yes, that's a fire track.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it. That's my shit.
You got it.
All
you got.
I don't play no Won't Waste on You with Missy. I don't play this Timberland.
Come on.
I don't play Give Me All You
So we can get sticky. What y'all know about that? Come on.
None of that. Same formula. But look, this is a better album. But that other formula, right, man, same shit. These first 4 songs can't miss.
Like, that might be the sequencing of the album, though.
Yeah, it is. And then I skip the rest. I just start this shit back over.
Oh man.
Show the After Party Hotel. The show Bring the Funk. Oh yeah, they tried to switch it up on this one.
Right. They had a lot of skits on that one.
Yeah, because they hid Freaking You all the way to the end. They changed the formula.
Yep.
Nah.
I didn't like Get On Up. I didn't like Get On Up on that track.
Yeah, I love that song. That's a hit record to me.
Is that the song?
Yeah, that's on that album.
Oh yeah, they play that shit too much in North Carolina, man. They still play that every morning on certain radio stations down there.
Right.
Gotta get on up.
I'm like, boo, leave me alone. I want to go back to sleep.
Man.
This was a good album, man. These was all good albums, but to me, that second album is the classic. They only have one real classic. I'm gonna lose some fans for that, but it's all good. I said it.
Now I got a question.
What's up?
Mary J. Blige, overrated, underrated, or just there?
Oh, that's the queen. What do you mean? There's no overrated with Mary.
Rated properly.
That's the queen.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
No, yeah, she's rated properly.
Yes.
She's rated properly. It's hard to do what she's doing this and all. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, look, but she the queen, but Puffy, fuck that nigga.
That's right.
He did shit.
That's right.
That's crazy. How do you not like Puff, but you like
it's not that. Listen, I was a huge Bad Boy fan. I was a huge fan.
Bad. He broke your heart.
No, it's not that. It's just that the business, the business on the way that he handled the label and the way that he handled the artist made me not like him over time. Because I just felt like you have a shitload of money. Why aren't you paying the artists? Why is it that G-Dep have to walk like 15 blocks to see his baby mama in the hospital when she's having a baby? That should never happen.
But G-Dep was a dope fiend though.
I get it. Yeah, but
kill somebody.
Okay, but let that be on G-Dep. If it'd be one thing if Puffy paid him and he blew his money, that's one thing.
Maybe he did and he was on the shit. Remember, he admitted he was on the shit. We don't know when he started or when it got worse. Because once you give a dope fiend $500,000, what you think he gonna do? You ever seen Tyrone Biggums off that nigga? Man, he gonna go go to the crack house and say, I want all the crack you got. He gonna be driving around loading crack rocks up in the back of a Ford F-150, man. And then he gonna smoke that up too.
You don't think with every artist it's always something that happened with his artist. With Loon, it was something.
Loon got indicted.
Okay.
On the phone with conspiracy. Somebody called him and said, hey man, you got a kilo of coke? Well, I ain't got no kilo of coke. I don't sell dope, but look, I'm gonna plug you on with my boy right here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he went to jail for. He didn't sell the coke, but that's called conspiracy. Somebody called you for the coke.
With Carl Thomas, with 112, with Faith. It was always something with his artists.
Signed with him how many times, man? She kept
asked for her release though. She told Talib on his podcast that she wanted out because he wasn't promoting the Faithfully album, and that was a great album.
Yeah, but hey, look, you can't just leave my company when you want to go your own way because we having a problem. No, I'm invested in your success, yo. That's just not how
he invested in himself. I don't know about his own artist.
Yeah, he invested in himself too, but he invested in his own artist, bro. Sometimes, motherfucker, look. Remember when Foxy was over there, and
Bad Boy?
Yeah, she was trying to get Puff to A&R the project, one of her projects, and I remember, he was trying to get her to dye her hair red.
Oh God,
or some shit like that.
God, she didn't do it.
And she was like, "Nah, I don't want to do that." Blah blah blah.
That's not Puff. That's not Foxy.
Did she do Scorpion or was that Eve?
No, that was Eve.
Okay, well, I get maybe they took the idea.
Wow.
But that was before it. But he had an idea for her. But it's called rebranding, reinventing yourself. Sometimes you gotta change the look up, do something different.
You know? I liked Bad Boy at one point, but the business dealings that he did, he's just an underhanded snake in the grass, and people know this, and they still give him his props. Make it make sense, Mark, because I don't understand, yo.
Is it stealing, or we don't know, motherfuckers, what they recouped or not? You got to know that it's so easy to say you stole because that's the narrative that's being pushed about the guy. But you need to know what was the recording budget, and did they recoup? What was the touring budget? Like, did the artist recoup? Before you start saying I owe you money, did you recoup?
You can't recoup if your album not selling and it's not being promoted.
What if we did the same promotional budget for Mason? He was able to sell. We did the same promotional budget for Total.
For one album. For one album, there's only good album.
And he retired on the next one, bro. And the peak of right when the album dropped.
He signed a 6 album. First of all, Mason had a lawyer in the room with him because he signed a 6 album deal, and he still owe Puffy three more albums.
Goalposts too, try. These New York niggas, boy, they be talking fast, but they be slick. Y'all just be moving the goalposts. Like now kicking 50 yards.
Oh, good.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, like that we talking about. He should have had a lawyer in there when he said.
Yeah, because you signed a 6 album deal. He still owe Puffy 3 more albums.
I thought he signed. So I thought Puffy released him on.
No, he wanted. Okay, 50 tried to get him from Puff for G Unit, and after that,
he was on a radio station. And he was at V103, and Mace ambushed him, came up to V103 in Atlanta. It's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought the paper in there to get Mace to sign it, get Puffy to sign it.
And he didn't sign it.
Yeah, he signed it right there.
Oh, he's off of Bad Boy.
That's what signed. Man, this is old news. I thought this.
But I didn't know. But he still have Mace Publishing. Give Mace his publishing back.
I thought that was what he signed.
No, that he did the diss song, the Oracle 2, saying that in the song that he still owns publishing.
Oh, he wants back pay or something?
No, he wants the publishing. Puffy has his publishing.
Oh, I just saw something because I saw him say it's a way that he can get his publishing back. It was like at the certain amount of time, like the country only let, I think it might have been 20 years or 20, 30 years, something crazy like that. Wow. So he can get it back. But I mean, you don't, do he just supposed to give it to him or can he sell it to him? How does that work? You want him to just hand it over?
Yes, give him his publishing. That's that man's publishing. He wrote.
It's not his publishing. I own it. You sold it to me years ago. You sold your publishing, right?
If he has a way to get his publishing back, he should be able to get it back.
Huh?
If Mace has a way to get it back, whether it's him buying it back, then he should be able to get it
back. You gotta buy it, man. You can buy your publishing back, but I was talking to somebody about what Cam was talking about on Dream Champs, where he said You can go in there and do like Taylor Swift, just re-record that.
Right.
Pay the producers over,
Right.
and you go in there and
That's what
re-record.
Ashante's doing now because Gotti owns her publishing.
And then
But
he
I honestly, but that's kind of stupid, honestly.
what the re-record the album.
Yeah, I never like when artists do that shit.
I haven't seen it done successfully
Yeah.
yet.
It's only been Taylor that did it so
And I
far.
didn't listen to her shit, so I don't know how good it sounds. I
Right.
never played it beside the other, which was crazy because I thought her dad had a part in that record label, that big records or something, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Ashanti has to re-record her albums because Gotti owns her music.
yo, did you hear about him signing that? He sold the masters. You heard about that?
He signed who?
Irv Gotti just sold. He signed a $300 million deal where he
Oh,
sold half of his masters
I
for
didn't hear one.
$100 million, and the other $200 million is a line of credit for him
Right.
to work on TV and film.
Yeah, I know he's doing something with BET.
Yeah, but he gonna be doing stuff that's BET buying packages.
Right.
When you're doing film, like they'll say, "Hey, we ordering 10 episodes of something," you know what I'm saying, or whatever you selling. But that $200 million in credit is for him to basically film and create whatever you want to create, and then you can basically shop that. You can shop it at Stars, you can shop it at HBO.
Mm-hmm.
He got a game show. I think one of his first things is going to be like some American Idol type shit.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's going to be one of his first things he's doing.
What's he gonna find? Wait, he did say he wants to find the next. Who was it? Next DMX? He said he wanted to find.
I guess, man.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Don't nobody want to hear niggas. Man, don't do that, bro.
Right.
It's only one DMX show.
Exactly.
I hated when rappers was dying in the 90s, and that would be the first thing people would do.
Right.
Like we had a Gorilla Black and a Sean trying to sound like Big.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
You forgot about Gorilla Black, didn't you?
Yep.
Whatever happened to him and shit?
The Game. I think the Game dissed that nigga one time, and it was over. He said, "If you believe that, nigga, I'm Gorilla Black."
Wow.
Yes, people dissing him, man. He was too much like big, dark skinned dude, but also he won't like Big at all, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't that gruesome type, figure that can just be in room can be real cool and make it but look scary though. Biggie just had that presence with the eye and everything too, and it just looked scary.
Definitely.
Gorilla Black was smiling too much. He had that. I'm just happy to be here.
Right.
Y'all remember what was that movie? Remember that American Gangster?
Yeah.
And that nigga was just Denzel's brother was in there smiling and shit because Nicky Barnes and all the drug dealers were there.
Mm-hmm.
And he had spilled the drink on the alpaca rug. He was just sitting there smiling with his shoulders bounced. He was like, "What you smiling for?" He said, "We just here. Having a good time." What are you smiling for? Like Nicky Barnes, everybody here, man. Like, we doing it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they were just happy to be there. But shit, I ain't gonna talk y'all like that all. Man. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Hey, this was fun. You got to come back on more often.
I'm talkative as fuck, man. I'll sit here and keep talking to y'all, man.
Hey, I got nothing to do, so
working on this. I'm in here loading up sounds on this new board I got, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't doing shit.
Oh.
So let me go holler at the homies.
Appreciate it for dropping by, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. I'll see y'all on the next one, yo.
All right.
I'm gonna jump back in the chat.
Peace.
I'm gonna stay on for a couple minutes anyway, because I gotta get to bed soon. But
Ronnie said Taylor Swift was overrated.
that I agree with.
Wow. I'm not even going front. I did listen to the 1989 Taylor Swift album, and I do like it. So that's the only Taylor Swift album I've ever heard.
Irv Gotti also signed Bobby Brown.
Was that a real thing though? I remember the rumors about that though.
He almost signed him.
He almost signed him, and he almost signed Nas. And Nas said, "Nope, I'm not going. I can't see myself the God MC with Ja Rule." Like, nope. They almost sound a lot of people.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. Give me 1 second.
Oh man. Dipset or DITC? Oh, DITC. Come on, man. Lord Finesse and Diamond D, Showbiz and AG, OC, Big L, rest in peace. Yeah, you had some legends. That whole crew were legendary. Hey, if you like Taylor Swift, you like him, man. Party Artie, he was dope. So rest in peace to him. Yes, yes. Buck Wild, definitely. Forgot Buck Wild. Fat Joe. Yep. I don't think Digable Planets is from the West Coast, Q. They from Brooklyn. Big Buckshot or Big L. Oh man, I gotta go with with Big L. Definitely. Buckshot is a dope freestyler though. Yes, they do. Definitely two of the best.
Okay, I'm back. Damn, this is the longest shit live stream I've been
Yeah.
in a while. I gotta save some of these minutes. I gotta save these minutes for tomorrow.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna end this off right here, honestly and stuff. So there's a few announcements and stuff. For one, tomorrow's gonna be the surprise review / collections and stuff like that. So what?
Forgot we was doing the review. What
You
what
know
ma-
what?
is it that person's first album or what album that is?
Yeah, it's the person's first album, his very
Okay.
first album.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank God it's not a long album and shit like that, cause
Right.
I just want to show off these albums. Oh, that's really what I really want to do.
Right.
Yeah, I know the week after next week, the week after next, we're gonna do the taxi review and shit, breakdown
Oh
and
boy.
shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah, then this upcoming week we got the Mo Better Blues review and we got MLP double review and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that good shit.
Yes.
We talked, in case you guys came a little late, we talked about Logic's first album, Vinyl Days and stuff like that, which to me is a very dope album. One of his best. He dropped in a minute, in my opinion, stuff like that. So if that drops on physical, make sure I grab a copy of that. Shout out to Mark as usual for dropping by and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate this tribe. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.
Peace.